There we go. Jesus. I've done that a couple times now where I straight up just did not turn on the mic. The mic normally has an on-off switch. The thing I hate about this mic is that it actually uses what I would call batteries. Everyone else would call it batteries. But it's the regular batteries where you actually take out. It's the AAA batteries. And oh my god. It is... Sometimes it's a pain because I forget to change the batteries, and when I change the batteries, guess what? It doesn't automatically turn on. I have to hold the touch button. Of all things, I use a touch button. I guess it technically doesn't have any wear and tear on it, just because you touch a surface versus like depress a button. But that is a pain. All right, let me just set a few more things here, and then we can get to the stream. But basically, what we're gonna be doing today, while we're doing all of that, is we are going to be doing where are you? Didn't I have you over out here? No? No? Oh yes, actually it is over here. Jesus, what's wrong with me? Alright. Okay, let me bring that up. Put this over here, put it over there. Oh wow, I wasn't aware of the whole thing. Apparently a friend of mine is actually going to be in a tourney. A local tourney, mind you. Looks like they are doing Rogue Company. Oh, it's an FPS. Hopefully they're decent, because, man. But then again, it is just a local company thing versus anything else. So, not the worst thing. Yeah. Okay, before I forget... I don't know if that was copyright or not. That would destroy me. That would actually destroy me. Okay. And... okay. Alright, so, again, like I said, we are going to be doing... ta-da! I need this in my ear. This makes it a little easier for me to know what's happening. Okay. There we go. So... this is the Mark 65, and they contain the Zealios 62g. Yes, the 62g. I keep forgetting. I wrote the title and everything literally 5 minutes ago, and I already forgot. So, that's what it is. Alright. Alright, let me... I think this makes more sense. Is this too loud? I feel like it's too loud. Okay. That should be fine. Fine? Hello? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it sounds fine. I'm a little low, though. Give me a sec. 1 second. Where is the thing? The microphone. Okay, yeah, well, yes. I need the gear icon. Microphone volume. Let me put it up a couple dB. And 5. Okay. Ta-da! Alright. And hit close. That sounds a bit better, hopefully. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, sounds much better. I'm a little peaky, though. Not that peaky. Alright, should be good. Okay, as long as I'm louder than everything else, it should be fine. Yeah, no, I'm hitting the red a little too often now. I think I may have overdone it. Active, increase in volume. Let's go with 3 dB. There. All right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 3 is a little too much too. Huh. Yeah, because normally if I'm over here, the moment I start speaking a little loudly, plus 3 dB. No, why? Why? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go to my default. Eh. 0. Back to 0 dB we go. At least when I throw out, it just goes all the way to the red instead of anything else. So we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay. Oh, this one. Nice. Okay. This is... Hopefully the stream is fine. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now... How long did it take? Oh my god, that was just 6 minutes of me setting up for no real reason. Oh my god, I was going to talk about stuff on stream. I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. But yeah, no, I don't know. All I remember is a bunch of Alex Soto stuff. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so I will drink some coffee. I need my stuff because we are going to be lubing today. It is a bunch of stuff. Let's take that. I'll put this over here. Ta-da. Okay. I mean, the fact that this even tracks on this surface is crazy. Because I know some other mice have a trouble tracking on this very specific surface that I'm tracking on. But oh well. Okay. I just want to test that out. See where it is at. Okay. Do I want this over here? Nah, let's put this a little more. Over there. Ta-da. Oh, it's a little less cluttery. Boom. Okay. Alright. Grab my stuff. And, yeah. So, what we're going to be doing today, again, like I said, Zealios something grams. Oh, right! That makes sense. I have to do these sound tests first, of course. Let's do these sound tests. Open. Monkey type specifically. Ta-da! Monkey type. I don't understand how this never is where I want it to be. Like, it's getting cut off right now. Yeah, and it's too... Okay, let me arrange that. Because, look, I haven't changed anything since the last week's stream. And yet, look at this. It's being cut off. Yeah, it's being cut out. Oh my god, now it's too small. Okay. So this is the regular 100%. Okay. Properties. No, I want the other one. Where is it? Where are you? There you go. Oh, so Control E. Yes, it was Control E. I want to crop. Okay. Sure. Sure. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes more sense. Right? Oh my god, can you just... Oh no, it's still human and stuff. There you go, it's a little... Oh no, it's worse! I mean, worse! Your title's a bit misleading, you're not lubing switches anywhere, are you? I am, I'm gonna be lubing the switches afterwards. But I haven't started it yet, till... Yeah. I'm trying to do the sound test first, that way we can get a before and after. But yeah, I'm having issues just with this. Actually, you know what I can do? I just realized. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Uh-huh. Let's do this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Boom. Boom. Now it's there, and I can make it big. Aha. There you go. Now it's readable. It's readable. There you go. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah. Did I say Lubing the Zealios 62g? Is that my title right now, Till? Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. Let's start with this. This thing. Does it not work? Oh, it works! Okay. I've been hating this mouse. And not. I mean, I don't love the mouse. I like the shape, but I also hate the shape. Yes, despite not finding my tweezers. I put in the tweezer bit just because I don't know what else to put in there. I was just like, oh, something to do with tweezers? Oh. Okay, let me do one of the sound tests real quick. It's been a couple minutes. All right. So, again, this is the Mark 65 with the Zealios 62g switches, as Tilt Lord says there. That is correct. Based off of exactly... Wait, do I have an S on the despite? Wait, what? Did you copy paste my... Oh. No, but there's a weird S. Wait, did you actually... Tilt, did you actually type that out? Oh my god. Actually typed out my entire title. Didn't just copy paste my title. Damn, that was good. Holy crap. For a moment there, I thought I had an extra S. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I was scared for a second. God damn it. Gonna copy paste it, but no. Did it himself. Alright. Again, 62g switches, the Zealios, unlubed, in a Mark 65, no actual modifications. I'm using a FR4 plate. Oh, no problem there, Tell. Brain is slow. My brain is slow today. My brain is slow every day, actually, to be honest. But, you know, it is how it is. Didn't even think about copy-paste. Yep. I can feel you there. Been there too often. Alright, let's go with the test. I got confused in the word. Oh my god. I got confused on the word world. God damn it. Word. Alright. Go back. So that's from Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Okay. Alright. So let's see what it says here. Being human is about fighting even when it seems hopeless, and finding happiness even in a world that hates it. I guess that is life. Being human. I don't think it's about being human. I think that's life. Fighting is about fighting even when it seems hopeless. Yeah, you know, you never know. As long as you try, at the very least, you'll end up doing something, you know? Hey, plastic bits, how is things? Oh my god. Just did a sound test of the Mark 65. We'll be doing one more and talking about the quote, as you can see here, for a little bit. Horrible words per minute. I literally stuttered in typing. I stuttered on the word world. And then as I... Oh, you went to Tex-Mex on Saturday. How was it? Yeah. I think Alex Sotos actually showed off a couple pictures on stream. Yeah. I was watching earlier. Okay. Alright. Let me do one more sound test of unlubed 62g Zealios switches. Please follow me on Twitch. Nice. Awesome. Okay. When you were building the barrel light. Ooh. Fun. Okay. Right. I have to do this one here. Alright. This sounds weird. I don't know what this is. Alright. Let's have this sound test. I know I don't really like sounds of keyboards because I like silent builds personally, but you know, everyone else seems to like him. And I don't hate him, so there we go. Whoa, that was weird. I started yet again. I don't know why. Why? Why do I stutter? Look at that. I just dip. And then I start getting a groove and I'm like, what's happening? Brain. That's okay. This is fine. This is fine. And then I stutter again. I don't know what's going on. Alright. So that was from Old Folks at Home. Don't recognize that at all for the source. And... okay. Let's go on this. Alright, it says way down upon the Swanee River. So whatever the Swanee River is. Far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. Far, far away in a galaxy. Okay. Far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. There's where my heart is turning ever. So basically, this is nostalgia. Okay. There's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I roam. All up and down this whole creation, sadly I roam. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home. Yeah, no, all up and down the whole creation, sadly I roam. Oh, it's basically he wants to go home where his folks are, old folks. Still longing for the old plantation. He used to work in a plantation. I guess there's where my heart is turning ever. It always seems to long to go back home, but he's actually a nomad going all up and down the whole creation, aka the world. Sadly I roam. So despite leaving the plantation, he does want to go back to that. Yeah. And then still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home. Huh. Okay. Okay. Post a link of the keywords that were there on Discord. Oh yeah, sure, I'll take a look at it. Check. General. Oh. Shared up. Give me a sec. Where? No? Oh my god. Where? This is what happens when you have a bunch of things going on. Okay, push that through. Keep that going. Okay. Sure. Ooh. Seems cool, seems cool, seems cool. Oh, wow. Actually. Oh, wait, that doesn't show anything? Ah, what? Okay. Maybe my thing doesn't work, unfortunately. Okay. Why? Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's because... okay. Whatever. Okay, so this is Tex-Mex. Yeah, it's Tex-Mex. Very much like the... I'll say Tex-Mex. And I was like thinking... that's a cheese thing, isn't it? Isn't Tex-Mex also actually a cheese thing? Or is it Tex-Mex? Okay. Oh, the boards. Oh my god, I want one of these. I forget the name. Mountain? Question mark? I don't know. Damn. I don't know, it's not the full thing, but for some reason this is not working. It's like a blank screen. So unfortunately. Actually, can I? Give me one sec. Okay, okay. Oh no, I made a boo-boo. No, that's not it. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Where? There's so many things. You know what? I'll just do this. Is this right? There you go. Boom. Boom. Now I just need to add freaking my face into it. Add existing. Yes, I would like the add existing. Okay, boom. Ah, what is this garbage? All right, boom. Now things are viewable. There you go. Aha! I see things now. Damn. Okay. Damn. Oh, yeah, there was a photo of this when I was watching Alex's stream. Dude, are those... Part of me wishes I could actually pick one of these up and, like, press them. One of these switches. Oh, dude. Can I just do this? Okay, double. I'm guessing that's you. One of you. Yeah, oh my god. Woohoo! Stand behind the letters. Damn. Is that a reflection of the lights in the venue? That's a reflection of the lights in the venue. Damn. Oh, look at that. That is crazy. Oh, it looks cool. I want it, but I know I don't like it personally to put it on my board. Oh, that's more my style. Oh, that is more my style. Hell yeah. Damn. Okay. Is that Pete's Pilot Life? Or is that just Skull and Bones in general? Okay. I don't want to go through all of these too much, but... Holy... Oh! Oh, that's nice. Damn. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I had an idea of a keyboard just like this. In my brain. My brain was just like, yeah, imagine, wouldn't it be cool if there was texture underneath, like, a see-through section? Damn. Box Jades on a Cycle 7. JTK. Username. Okay. Damn. Okay. Oh. Get around blues. What the heck is this? Man, a lot of stuff. Whoa. Okay. That's... I wish I could order half these boards. Wait, is that a mag charger? Yeah, it's a charger connected. Oh, just so that you can see the animations going on. Because the animation is running right off of the board. So it just needs power to be able to run things. It doesn't actually have to be able to send a signal. Nice. Ah, Zoom 65. I want to Zoom 75 specifically. Why is there a Purell wipe? For no reason, there's just a Purell wipe. Oh my god. Jeez, K4 Pro. Oh, Keychron! I know someone who would like this. I know someone who would like this. Here's the Zoom 65. Oh, you can tell this is used. Come on, man. Brush it. At least brush it. Look at that. Clean, not so clean. Olivia. Oh, is this the Venom keycaps? Oh, Symbiote. Not Venom. My bad. Holy. Various switch Franken switches. Oh my god. Leobog. Oh, I wanted to buy the Leobog Greywoods. Cubed. Okay. Well, there's a lot of photos. I really should get back to actually lubing the switches though. But no. I hope you had a really good time. Botanical! I want Botanical. This is the color scheme I really want for myself personally, just because look at the green. I love how the green looks with white. You can see my room is green and white in general. I mean, there are tones of green. A lot of the keycap sets I own, like you can see on the top there. Just more green. Other shade of green. More green. Oh my god. Okay. Damn. Okay. Let me get back to here. There you go. And back to monkey tap, I guess. How many keycaps? I wanna just. Oh, oh, you know what? That's a lot. I won't ever finish it. Oh my god. Holy. All right, Opera GX. What is this? Oh. Okay. Let us get onto the there. But yeah. How about I get my tools out in order? But yeah, no, a lot of keyboard meetups happening apparently, and apparently one is happening soon around what's it called? In Toronto. And a lot of things are happening in Toronto. I realize a lot of the meetups and stuff. I know over here there is the what's it called? The ones that happen in Victoria, but and ones that happen in UBC, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh wait, let me just do something. Right. I hate myself sometimes because I forget to keep my secondary keyboard plugged, just in case I need to use it. Jeez. There you go. That makes more sense. Yeah, come here. Not the best, but you know, it'll do. Sorry guys. I need to do a thing to double check. Yeah, there. Oh my god. I literally swapped. This is what I did. I swear to god. I straight up started backspacing with my left thumb. And I'm using a regular. Okay. Boom. Okay. So yeah, Tex-Mex meetups and what else? I think there was one happening in Victoria. I don't know if it was a month ago already at this point, because it's been a while since I checked the Discord. I normally just lurk, especially in streams. The only thing I've done so far is, I don't know, cheer things on, say, hey, yo, let's go. That's all I've really been doing in terms of commenting on Twitch. I've been trying to get a lot more into the Twitch culture kind of thing, because I can't for the life of me understand why people do the stuff that they do on Twitch in general. Because to me, every time I'm on Twitch, all I do is just watch people and lurk, right? And I know a lot of people in the, you know, how does it say, in the community lurk, but when you have the viewer base of most of the what's it called? Most of the people that I do watch, which is over 1,000 people in a stream. Not only is the chat so active, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm thinking here, how do you keep up? That's a lot. It's a lot for the most part. Yeah. And every time I think about it, it is amazing that they even get to that point. Like just 1,000 people. Meanwhile, me here, or barely keeping up with like how many I got. Where is it? There, 2. 2 people, just there. It's gonna be like, yeah, I'm just there. Holy jeez. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about something on stream that I was thinking earlier. The sad part is I didn't write it down, so I completely forgot exactly what I was gonna talk about. Because normally I would have some sort of topic on stream, like the generality of saying, hey, I was doing a thing. That way I don't dox myself and or anyone, and I don't, you know, screw someone over. But today, for some reason, I was like, yeah, I'll totally remember that later. I did not remember that later. For some reason, I don't remember a single thing. Okay, god damn it. I was just like, yeah, I was gonna talk about X topic. Yeah. Oh, what I can talk about, I guess, actually, is, so a friend of mine actually went all the way for, you know, for the eclipse. I just found this out recently. They went all the way to Toronto for the eclipse because Toronto apparently is one of the areas that gets hit where you can fully see the eclipse, where it's the most visible. It like straight up is dark during that section, right? So everyone was there. They were getting their cameras ready. He had his camera ready. He was pointing at it. He was trying to figure it out. And just as the eclipse started to happen, guess what? Clouds started to block it. And everyone's like, no! Oh no, what's going on? However, it's like a double-sided sword where he was able to take the photo for the eclipse. However, he didn't need an ND filter. You didn't need glasses to see the eclipse because it was covered with clouds and it acted like a diffusion layer that allowed you to literally with your eyes look at the eclipse with no harm coming to your eyes. Your eyes won't be painful looking into the sun just because of that. And I was like, yo, that is sick. The simple fact that you were able to do that is amazing. However, you also had a picture of basically clouds with a weird sun behind it. Mind you, they are still great photos. However, not what he wanted. It's not what he wanted. But honestly, it is a unique perspective in comparison to what everyone else's photos are. So that's the difference there. Now I just need this again for the keycap holder. Okay. Oh, the one thing I don't like about this keyboard, and I keep mentioning every time I use this keyboard and then I have to lube the switches in them, what keeps happening is because the PCB actually floats in this, it's not being held down by anything. What ends up happening is after I remove this, all these switches, I'm going to have to unscrew the entire board. And do I want to do that? Do I want to keep 4 in just cuz? Nah, it's not enough to hold the board because once I push the switches in, it's gonna push just enough that it pushes the board down. So hopefully I can put this back. Right, and I get to clean the board a little bit as well. Okay, I'll show you what I mean in a bit here. I guess I can just pull that one out. Yeah. But it's nice to have a unique perspective on things, or unique photos on things, and a lot of that just happens to be happenstance. It reminds me of this one time, apparently there was a dam that they were going to demolish, and it's gonna happen via, I believe it was just explosions and stuff. So there's this guy in the background setting up his photo tripod or his video tripod and putting it really high up across the road so that he has a shot of all the people trying to take a video of this very specific scene happening. And just as it was about to happen, a bus drives by and stops. Straight up stops, blocking his entire view. And you can just see the man try to wave the bus driver down, say, move a little more to the right, move a little more forward. And no, too late. Too late. It is so bad. It was so sad. But the guy who took the video of the guy freaking out was probably also somewhat mad. But he was probably glad he got that one specific thing where he saw another guy get screwed over and not just him. Okay. Alright. Do you hear that? That is the PCB just flying in there. That's not being held at all. Alright. Guys, relatively clean. And time to start lubing. We'll take this guy over here. Put that down. We're gonna exit this out. Ta-da! Now you can see the board. See this thing. Alright. And where is my opener? There you are. As you can see, I have a bunch of other stuff in there. Okay, how many do I want to do at least 1, 2, 3, and 4 that we are not touching, as usual. That way we have a little bit of comparison later, but I normally put them in the arrow key section over there. Alright, let's do this. And then I'll compare it to something somewhat close. I know this is a little more exploded, but that's the slight difference we're gonna do. Okay. Holy. Oh, I've recently went to a restaurant that's called That Place. I kid you not. It's literally, the name is That Place. So I went to That Place. And that's what it's called. Oh my god. You know, it always amazes me. I don't know if you can there we go. It always amazes me that this small bump creates such a tactile feeling. Look at that. You can't even really see the bump. Like, damn, look at that. It's so small. It is crazy. Holy. Yeah. Oh. What the hell? Alright, so apparently, speaking of topics I can probably talk about, apparently Pokemon, the Pokemon Company, actually made at least or around $857 million in Japan alone in card sales. Damn. That is crazy. I mean, the game itself is, relatively speaking, fun. And it looks like we're moving into a different type of format. We might be moving into a format, as in terms of Pokemon, it might be moving into a format where, what's it called? Where the cards don't really rotate as often. Because I know with a lot of, oh hey Cray, how are you doing? Looks like you're awake for once. What? Okay. How's things? How have you been? You know, long time no speak. Actually, when was the last time we spoke? When was the last time you were on stream, for that matter, too? What is going on? Open. There we go. Okay, this is the thing I'm not liking about what's happening right now. Is, I don't know if you can see that. Look, it's bent. It's fully bent. On both sides, too. Like, if you're looking at the entire thing, it's bent. This is definitely a Zeal PC thing. I don't know if it's an opener thing. I don't know. I feel like I should have caved in a long time ago and actually bought the really good Switch openers versus the ones that aren't that great. Because this seems a little damaging. Yeah, it's slightly damaging to the keycaps, honestly. I don't know if it's just me or do I just need to push it enough. Because I'm trying to push it through. You're half asleep. You spoke a couple of days ago? It's been a couple days? Jeez. Look, honestly, okay, I was talking about this to a friend. I literally said, like, oh my god, I remember when we went to that Greek place like 2 weeks ago? And he went, dude, that Greek place? We went to that Greek place a month ago, like a month and a half ago, and I went, what? It's been a month and a half since we went to the Greek place? Huh? I was confused, and I looked it up, and yeah, it has been a month and a half since I went to that Greek place, and I was just flabbergasted. I was just going, no, it was 2 weeks ago. Nope, it's been a month and a half, I'm pretty sure. And he was right, and I was wrong. So yeah, to me, that felt like a week or two ago, dude. Okay? Oh, jeez. Do you ever do that where you go through life and then you realize it's been half a year already? Because we're past April. It's literally a third of the year just gone already. Like, a third of the year has passed by. Does anyone know has anyone realized this yet? Yeah? It's like that one thing that happens and you go, oh, it's been way too long. Yes. Holy. But yeah, all I'm doing here is opening. Oh my god. This is why do I miss you that much? No, not at all. Honestly, that's why it felt like weeks. You know? That's probably why it felt like weeks. It's probably looking at your son, and he's almost half a year old, so yeah, time flies. Ah, oh, jeez. Half a year old. Oh, and she's crying about it. No! Okay. Even to me, we'll admit your son's an anomaly. Okay. Your son looks like he's a year old, alright? Okay. So yeah, god damn it. But yeah, I guess it has been quite a while, man. Oh yeah, today, you know what was weird? Today, and I just remember this. Today, I think I was supposed to receive a keyboard and some switches to do a switch swap. Basically, I'm just swapping the switches out. I guess that's in the name. Of course, like, yeah, I'm doing the thing that says he's heavier than his bowling ball. Oh, jeez. Okay, damn. That's just skill issue at this point. Okay, yeah, but today I believe I was supposed to, supposedly, if I remember correctly, supposed to receive a keyboard and some switches to swap out the switches on said board to be able for him to be able to get a quieter and lighter switch. Because I know when he was asking around, and he's basically just a gamer. He's not into mechanical keyboards or anything like that, and he doesn't like his Razer keyboard, and he has a Ducky, which I sold him on because it was annoyingly loud. And that's the thing about a lot of the mechanical keyboards, they are annoyingly loud. They aren't just regular loud for most people, they're annoyingly loud. And of all things that he bought a Razer keyboard. Every Razer key switch has stabs. Like, if you didn't know, I guess I can show it here on this here. Okay, like Razer Tactile Switches. This, oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god, how? Why does it not show? It was showing earlier. Hello? Hello? Oh my god, this is not. Okay. Now I can show it. There you go. You see this? Look at that. There's a stab in every switch. They all rattle. All of them. They all rattle. So yeah. That's the same color as these. Damn. They all rattle. So what ends up happening is he's just annoyed every time he types. While playing games, he's fine with it, right? He likes it when playing games. He wants to be aware of pressing buttons. However, when it comes to just typing in general, it apparently sounded horrible in his brain. It was basically like he was clanking around his brain and he didn't know what to do. And every time he typed, he hated it. Not only that, every time he was trying to search things up or do specific things in the background while being on a certain call, it would rattle loudly. Yeah. He wouldn't really get complaints about it because he doesn't type that often or he doesn't use his computer that often while in a call. But it was enough to get annoyed at himself and think, oh my god, I better type this all correctly in one go. Otherwise, they'll get annoyed that I type so often. And that's the difference, right? Holy smokes. But yeah. Oh my god. So what I ended up suggesting to him is because he has the linear reds. What's it called? Yeah, linear reds on his keyboard. Silent reds, sorry, not linear reds. Reds are linear. They had the silent reds on his current keyboard, the Ducky. He decided to see if he can swap him to have them feel a little bit better because he's having issues where it doesn't feel quite as responsive and it feels a little too heavy when he's holding down a key. Because he plays a lot of Counter-Strike and it doesn't feel as responsive, and sometimes when he holds down the key, it feels a little more fatiguing than he'd like. And I suggested to him the, what's it, Otemu's Honey Peach V2s, which has a total travel distance of, I believe, 3.7 millimeters, which is a lot shorter. Well, not a lot shorter, but it is shorter than his Silent Reds, which is at the 4mm, which is its regular section. And that regular 4mm is reduced. Not only that, the actuation point is at 1.7. So the total distance has been reduced quite a bit. Not only that, I keep saying not only that. Also, the Otemu Honey Peaches V2s, they have the actuation force of 40 grams. So the starting weight is already lower, and it ends up being about 55 grams for when you fully press it. And I realized when I was looking at the specs of both the linear reds and the linear silent reds and the Razer keyboard actually had a lower bottom out weight than the reds, which, despite having the same starting weight, makes it feel a little more fatiguing to type on. Therefore, I just got a lighter switch and a slightly faster actuation point, and hopefully it'll feel a lot better. But a lot of the speed silent switches, oh my god, you know, I had to check around, I had to talk in, like, I have to actually go into the Discords to actually say, hey guys, I'm looking for a speed silent switch. Hopefully it's available in Canada. And yeah, there's none available in Canada. They all have to be shipped from outside, and the closest I got was Australia. So I guess it is shippable, but at the same time, no, I don't think that is worth it. Paying that much just for shipping, just not a good thing. Yeah. Holy. Yes. Ow. Yeah, no. Don't know why these are doing that. I always like the sound of these. Every time I hit it, it's just like... They're so high-pitched. Oh, they are so high-pitched. Mind you, I don't hate it. It's just... Oh! I would have thought, given sometimes how it sounds, that it would have a different thing altogether. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Where's the thing? Okay. You're not going crazy. Oh, and the one thing I've decided on, I decided to make more work for myself, effectively speaking. I decided to, Why does this keep feel like it's falling off? I feel like my hat is about to fall off, but it hasn't moved, has it? Am I dumb? Am I ridiculous? No. Alright, I'm gonna just pretend it's not sliding off. Maybe it's because of my posture. Maybe it's my posture is screwed up. Alright. Maybe it's because I was going a little too much. There we go. And maybe I will move this a little more forward. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Ah, ergo chairs. It's like, god damn it. Maybe a little less, because that is a little much. Nope. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little more supported, whilst not being the worst. Okay, come on, open up. There we go. Eventually, we will finish all of these keys. Okay. Oh, and I had trouble with the camera earlier. It was weird. Okay. Yeah. But basically, because this is very blue, the camera tried to autocorrect it and turn it a lot more, add a little more green, a little bit more red. And what happened was, it just looked horrible. It looked like it's green. Like right now, you can see there's a slight green tinge, and that's just the sensor trying to auto white balance a little bit there. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe I should actually bite the bullet and get a different camera. Because normally I have this camera, which is fine by itself. But when it comes to, what's it called? The top down, it's 50-50. Because like, look at that. It is not bad. There is some, what's it called? Some tearing. But that's only when I move terribly fast in comparison to how I'm moving currently. Right? So I don't know what's up today, guys. I do apologize. Brain is effectively gone. I have one brain cell and it's on its day off. I don't know why. Maybe coffee will help. We're an hour in. We haven't even started lubing. Oh no. Jeez. This is why I hate lubing sometimes. It takes a long while. Holy. Lubing. Speaking of lube, I had to lube creaky doors. I hate them. Creaky doors are horrible. The cat is asleep. No cat cam, unfortunately, because cat has decided it shall not sleep up there. It shall always sleep in that corner, which I do not have a camera on. So unfortunately, no cat for everybody. One of these days, the cat will have its little tower where it can sleep and be happy and think, oh my god, I'm in a tree, safe from all the predators. Not in a burrow, wishing it could, you know, lose its way and not get attacked from larger predators. I wonder what's a natural predator to a cat. I know with cats, they tend to just slink away. I just never seen anything that ate cats. I would think that dogs would be its quote-unquote natural predator, but even then, it's mostly just wolves, ferrets, mice, I guess, at this point, because, you know, if there's enough mice, I'll just go, nope, not having that. Oh, that makes me wonder. I wonder if mice would work as cat food, right? Like, you can actually just have mice for cat food, right? Because that's a thing. Like, why not? You can. I don't see why we wouldn't do it. Oh my god. Why do I keep doing that? Alright. I'm trying to do this relatively fast, yet I'm just failing entirely because it's been an hour and I'm not done. Because the last time I did this, I was done in 40 minutes. Like, what the heck? What was I doing? What did I do differently? I don't even understand. The only thing I could think of is this technically has about 10 extra switches than normal, because normally there would be, because yeah, I have a split space bar and a split backspace and a split left shift. I have 3 keys on the bottom right hand side, so this section is 3 keys instead. So I don't know what would be going on for that. Yeah. Oh, but damn. Holy crap. Oh yeah, we went to that place. It's basically that place is a pizza place and a pasta place. So it's basically Italian. And oh geez, the pizza, it's one of those thin crust pizzas that didn't taste horrible and it wasn't too crunchy. It had pepperoni, prosciutto, and bacon. It's like prosciutto. Damn, that sounds fancy. So I'm gonna try that. And this had a light sauce. It was your regular pizza sauce. It was a little light, but it just matched the flavor profile of this pizza perfectly fine. It was, how do I say it? It tasted refined. It tasted, because I've had a pizza in a relatively high-end restaurant. Not that they sold pizzas in particular. It just, that's relatively how it tasted. And that high-end restaurant sold it for about $30 something. I'm like, oh no, that's not. And this place sold it for 24. I'd rather go here at this point. That place. It's called that place. I think it has AKA something, because I was looking at the menu. It says that place in big bold letters, AKA, and then AKA Polta something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just funny, and I wanted to go to that place simply because it was called that place. One of the best pizza places I've been to, and I live in BC, so it's like, oh, there's a lot of pizza places here. Sadly enough, they don't have marketable names. They just all sound Italian names, and when it sounds Italian in name, I just forget the name entirely, which is why I don't remember the Italian name listed next to that place. So it's kind of funny to me, where that place is just a better selling point than anything. It's kind of like Five Guys. You're like, oh, let's go to Five Guys. Right? Oh, and the Cocos. Oh, geez. It's so funny that the Cocos sell 2 ladies and 3 guys. Right? And I'm sitting there looking at the menu and then realizing that 2 ladies is number 3. And guess what 3 guys is? Number 4. It's number 4. I'm like, oh, that's a missed opportunity. Number 2 is two ladies and 3 is 3 guys. And it was just like on their top 10 menu. I'm like, oh, I don't see why. It's not like it's a moving menu that actually shows exactly what their top 10 is. It's just, here's our classics. Here's our top 10. They just listed it as that. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why not? Yeah, and bubble tea. Man, I don't know. Back when I was a kid, I used to have this drink called Rani. I think it's an Arabic drink at this point, or a Middle Eastern drink, because I don't see this normally over here. If you went to the supermarket over here, almost no one has it, but effectively all it is, Rani, all it is fruit juice with pulp. What is bubble tea? Fruit juice with little bubble chewy bits. Rani, did I like it? No, I really like the Rani. I really like Rani in comparison. If I was to have a fruit drink, I would rather have the pulp of the juice in it. I get it, you have to chew the drink, but at the same time, isn't that part of the fun? You know? Yeah. Done most of it. Wait, did you hate Ronnie? Do you like Ronnie? Okay. Don't tell me you hate Ronnie. Boo if you do. Like, actually, I mean, oh, its taste? Oh, it was relatively artificial. It was weird because from what I remember of Ronnie, depending on the flavor, it felt 50% artificial and 50% real. But the weird part is it has pulp, so I don't see why it would taste like that. Or is it the pulp that makes it taste almost artificial? Like they had dried pulp or something in there to make sure it doesn't rot, basically. Might be the taste that I'm remembering. Oh, I remember spotting Ronnie in a couple of places, a couple Arab places. I might actually buy Ronnie just to be, oh hey, let's get some imported Ronnie and see how that fares. That would be great, honestly. Personal freaking, it is a thing. There was only one flavor? What do you mean there was only one flavor, Craig? There was orange, peach, apple, apricot. Oh, I think apricot and peach was the same thing. No, there was like a pineapple. What do you mean one flavor of Ronnie? Don't lie to me. I drink more Ronnie than you. That's what it is. Don't lie to me. Berry flavor. What do you mean berry flavor? Okay. All I know that is there is definitely no what's it called? Berry flavor. I don't remember a berry flavor. That makes no sense. Okay. I will search this up. Don't get me wrong. I will search this up. I know for a fact. What do you mean it's only ref, by the way, Crit? There's no way. There's no way. Bag, lube, switch, stems, there we go. What the heck? Oh, that's dust? How is it dust? Clean that a couple days ago. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Stem holder. Alright, here's the annoying part of doing these types of switches. Oh, why did I lock this? I was using it. Shani? Oh my god, Shani is different! I don't drink Shani. I don't believe I've drank Shani. You even typed out Rani. What do you think? Okay. At this point, you're delusional. You started saying one thing, and then you were thinking another. That was what was happening. The words coming out of your mouth, completely different from the words coming in from your head. God damn it. Why? Just why? Oh, jeez. Oh my god. But yeah. Being from the Middle East be crazy sometimes. Okay. Oh, you thought your brain thought Ronnie was Shani? Okay, how am I? Wait, why are you calling me stupid? You just committed the stupid. How am I the stupid here? Okay. I'm not the stupid. You are. Come on. You're the one who uses like, oh no, I thought drink A and B were the same thing. Oh my god. You called me stupid. Huh? Jeez. It wasn't my fault. You're the one who thought about that yourself. It wasn't me. God. But yeah, no, speaking of brain farts, actually, well, actually what happened one time was I was talking to my friend, and I literally went, oh, opened my mouth and completely forgot everything. I forgot how to speak, period. was not a fun day. Come on. It was not a fun day. I don't know why. My brain just dies. I mean, today my brain also, you know, pretty much just went offline, to be honest. Yeah. I was supposed to do like multiple things today. Yeah. Oh. And I believe I might actually be a little sick. And the reason for that is purely because I slept for about 12 hours yesterday. I was supposed to do a bunch of things yesterday, including, you know, my dailies for the house and stuff. And I still haven't done it. And it's already the next day. And part of it is straight up because I, in all my wisdom, decided to take a nap for 12 hours. 12. I don't know. I only sleep like that when I'm sick. Yeah. And I was supposed to exercise today. I didn't do any of my exercises. I just didn't. I just sat there watching content for no seeming reason. Yeah. Yeah. Got a lazy day in. It's not the best thing, especially since I'm supposed to be doing a bunch of stuff. On the plus side, I did get a little bit of YouTube work done, and I've decided, I was saying this. I decided to do a lot more work for myself for seemingly no reason. But basically, I had an idea of either reviewing one of my mouse pads, which is on my bed right now. Which is the guy over there. Oh, underneath the black thing. But effectively, I was going to do that, and then I realized I have a phone. I have a new phone. And by new, I mean, it's the S23. As you can see here. Ooh, that's cool. That's nice. And I don't... and I realized that I did not, but yet, think of reviewing it. And I realized, oh, maybe I'll review it. And to review it, because my tech channel, when I thought of it, I was like, okay, tech and their ability to do both gaming and productivity. So, all of my reviews are basically just me saying, oh, this is how it does in gaming and this is how it does in work. If you're doing some work stuff, if you're doing this for, let's say, editing, productivity tasks, like office tasks in general, then this is a thing you should consider about this very specific product. But, of course, you know, silly me, I didn't really think that, you know, phones would be part of that. So, instead, for this review, my outline includes making a vlog of myself and then editing it on the phone, which I have never done. I have never done any phone editing whatsoever. So not only am I going to learn how to vlog, which is something I also don't do, I also have to learn how to edit on the phone on top of that. So I've just created 2 different bits of work for myself simply by deciding, why not review this phone? It's a phone. It'll be fine, right? It'll be okay, right? No. And I was watching, I forget who the creator was. There's a creator, but I can look it up, but, you know, I'd rather not do that while I'm doing this. And they were explaining how specifically to film yourself and how to edit it properly and create a really good set of video to be able to create a full vlog or a nice vlog experience that is cohesive without creating a lot of work. So basically, it's a lot of zoom in. So for example, I'm over here, right? And I'm doing this thing where I'm lubing, right? So I'm lubing my switches. And then in this entire frame, as you can see, I'm lubing switches. You can see it on both cameras. I'm lubing switches. If you have it in 4K, you can just zoom in to your face or my face, specifically in this scenario, concentrating on lubing the switch, and then zoom in to me lubing the switch, like the actual act, like as you can see here, almost like this, where I'm just lubing the switch, as you can see. That way, that's one shot, but you got 2 shots out of it. I'm like, oh, Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. So I got some of that in part of my idea list where I'm doing that. Then I realize I use my phone as an alarm. Okay. And I've decided to myself, let me just put that as part of the shot list. Then I realize, how do I capture the phone in an alarm when I don't have access to the phone when it's in the alarm state? Right? Like how do I video the phone alarming itself? That is, I don't know how that's possible without mirrors. And I only have a giant mirror to use. And I can't just hold that. What I can probably do is have a mirror right above me, or like at least some sort of mirror, so that I can video myself grabbing the phone. That's what I think I can do. So I might be able to do that, and then I don't know how I would video myself using the phone while in the middle of using the phone. Right? But that's why I'm doing the vlog kind of thing, to figure out how I can do more angles, especially in this room. This room is relatively small, so a lot of my content is literally just this angle and then another angle looking at that same wall. So it's gonna be the same wall regardless every time I take a video and or photo, just because this section, I guess I can show it to you guys. Like, oh my god, outside the real house, it's just a window. It's not even an interesting window. So if I move this over here, as you can see, now I'm in the middle of a frame. There's a black section covering the, what's it called, the cupboard. But if I do this and I just right around there, boom. Now it looks like that shelf just goes on forever, making it a lot more interesting than just, you know, having not a window. It's like an illusion. Oh no, the illusion's broken. So yeah, I just created a bunch of work for myself, and I'm sitting here going like, why? Why, brain? Why did you make this decision of making more work for yourself? You know, right? But yeah. Also, one of the things I kind of want to do is, part of me wants to set up like a group to play board games, and seriously play board games, and not by seriously in terms of just going, oh, play board games, have fun, just hang out, chill. No, like actually just sit down to actually play the board game. And it's relatively hard to do because a lot of the times, a lot of people just don't have the time. And even the D&D group, we haven't played D&D in a month. And honestly, I wish we can play D&D, but it ends up, oh, we moved it to Saturdays. Turns out Saturdays are the worst time because that's when everyone does everything, which makes it much harder to actually do Saturdays as a day that we can meet up, because they get invited to a bunch of stuff because it's Saturday. Of course, it's the weekend. Let's do some things. And previously, it was the Thursdays. It was the Thursdays. It was Thursday. There we go. Finally, brain and mouth work. Cool. All right, it was Thursday, and we were able to do it almost every week, practically. And then we moved it to Saturday. Like, yeah, it's fine. I think Saturday is the best time. It'll be great. And all of a sudden, nope. So many things popped up on Saturdays that it was insane. Like, oh no. We should have kept it. We should have kept it as the Thursday. No. But at the same time, it wasn't viable because the DM wasn't available on Thursday, or didn't want Thursdays to be available because their day off is Saturday and Sunday now. And it sucks to have work the next day after a session of D&D, because that's a lot of thinking, especially as the DM, where they're doing a bunch of calculations in their head. Where are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do? What the players can do, right? Because I DM'd a couple times, and it's always something I never expect that the players do. I do this, and they're like, nope, that's bad. I do this, nope, that's bad. I'm like, oh. And they just do the thing you least expect, right? And I know they rely on the DM to figure out where to go, what to do, and whatnot, right? So it ends up being a ton of mental strain, especially if you are relatively new to it. So yeah, it is just one of those things. All right. I don't know if there's a way to do the whole, you know, D&D thing outside of the... There is a way to do D&D, I realize, to do it outside of actually just friend groups, because I know there are places where you can just do sessions, and it's basically a D&D session, short term, basically all one shots and or preset modules, and it's always preset modules where they actually go through and set it up so that you can just keep playing even if you die. Oh yeah, just plop a new character in, and it's immersion breaking sometimes, especially when someone dies. It's like, oh yeah, you want to keep playing, just plop a character in, and you're good to go. And you can always say, oh yeah, you know what, it's fine, just put me up for next session and then we'll be good, because I might as well go while I have a good out kind of thing, you know. Holy Jesus. Ow. I don't know if you guys hear that, but my knees crack like no tomorrow. Completely. Every time I sit for a long period of time, my knees just go crack when I extend them. And I'm sitting here going, oh no, that's not good. That is not good. That's just me getting old, I guess. But I don't know why there's a buildup of air during those areas, but it does happen. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. I need more. Is there children in the background of this track? Oh, there's children. Yeah. For a moment there, I thought there was children outside just being really, really noisy. I'm like, whoa, children outside. That's new. Okay. Holy bejesus. Hopefully we get to finish this relatively quickly, because a lot of the times when I do these types of switches, where it is the tactile stuff, where I don't really lube the stems of tactile, or the legs of the switch on tactile switches, because it does slightly, it doesn't completely reduce it, but the fact that it slides over quite easily does affect the tactility quite a bit. And I don't really want to affect the tactility of these switches. I do want to make them a little smoother, but as long as most of the rest of the switch is, generally speaking, lubed, it should be fine. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Before, I was actually lubing a lot of switches. I was putting the lube a lot thicker than I normally would, but now, as long as there's a sheen to it and you can barely see the lube, you're good. As long as you know that it's lubed and it looks lubed, it is lubed more than enough. You do not need any more. Okay. But yeah, doing it this way is slightly more tedious, because I can't just be liberal and just keep swiping without paying attention. Because the moment I stop paying attention, I'll start lubing the legs out of nowhere. Okay, alright, coffee. I just realized it's almost, what time is it? What the heck? Why am I drinking coffee at this time? It's almost 9, I'm still drinking coffee. Well, GG sleep. Oh, and also, I'm drinking, of all things, this is my punishment to myself more than anything. I'm drinking Starbucks Verona coffee specifically, that I had to grind very thick in order to get a decent brew out of it. So I brew this on a V60, not an AeroPress, because holy smokes, if you try brewing this on an AeroPress, you are gonna get all of the burnt sections taste, I bet. But yeah, with the V60, normally the way I use the V60 I would pour it over relatively quickly. Coffee go bird. Yes, the coffee do go brr. Unfortunately for me, weirdly enough, coffee does not affect me almost if at all. To me, coffee literally just makes me kind of want to fall asleep. It kind of just makes me a little drowsy, but I really like the taste in general. This I don't like the taste. Also, because I like the taste, it doesn't make me feel drowsy. It makes me go like, oh, I'm just feel disappointed. I don't even feel drowsy. Coffee puts you to sleep 100% of the time. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Who needs melatonin, am I right? Oh my god. Yeah, no, apparently there's a link between certain types of ADHD and caffeine intake calming people down. And part of it apparently is that because your brain is relatively hyper, making it more hyper, quote unquote, or the way caffeine works is it binds the receptors for being overactive, as well as the receptors that say, hey, by the way, you are sleepy. So it adds a little more focus to people with ADHD. And sometimes that results in people being able to calm down their brain, making them fall asleep. I don't know if this is entirely true, because I haven't looked up the documents myself, but it's one of those, oh, so that's a possibility. So depending on the type of ADHD you have, it could just drop you like a rock. Yeah. Oh, apparently there's news about FaZe Clan and a bunch of things happening in the creator sphere that has been happening recently, where the AdSense wasn't where it used to be, and a lot of companies, especially the new ones, are struggling to see what they can do because of the AdSense drop. What happens is the income they expected to receive being much lower means that their costs and their income doesn't match their expectation, which means they have a lot of overhead costs hoping that it will go up higher. But what ends up happening is it went lower instead of the other way around, making it an issue, right? So apparently a lot of them have been downsizing, doing other things as well for money and whatnot. So it's like, oh, wow. Didn't know that was happening in the creator sphere, since I'm not, a full-time creator and or a creator that gets any sort of income, like part-time. I just mostly do this for fun. And I was going to do stuff like this anyways. For example, the lubing streams. A lot of it has to do with me thinking, oh, let me just do a review of this one specific thing. And since I was going to do a review on it anyways, I'm going to do a lube and unlubed versions of for example, the sound tests. That way, at the very least, you get a decent comparison whether you have to lube them or not. But going with the more newer switches, or the latest switches so far, looks like everything for the most part comes pre-lubed. And honestly, given how long it takes to lube a lot of these, I don't mind. I would rather do switch swap streams than lubing streams, to be honest, just because of the mental strain this puts in my brain. Just doing this repeatedly for time, just going like, just sitting here, it's going doink 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 doink. It's pressing. It's like painting without, how do I say? Yeah, it's like painting without doing much, so to speak. Okay? Like you don't see any real change. Like there's a change, don't get me wrong, but the change is after you reinstall them back in. It doesn't look like you're doing anything of consequence, is the thing. Doing it repetitively sounds like when you're playing Tekken. Okay, how so? How does that make... Wait, what? How does playing a game feels more repetitive than anything? Because I know in games it gets repetitive, knowing that I do Mario Kart and I do the same track over and over and over and over again. But it doesn't feel repetitive because when you play the game, it just... it changes just a little bit. And you get feedback. When you fail, especially. The combos get very repetitive. And you only know 3 of them. I mean, yeah, a lot of the combos, as far as I'm aware, the combos are relatively similar in terms of how you're supposed to go. It's just the combination that is used is pretty much different. Because I know some of the combos are diagonal, down, up, and left, but sometimes it goes from diagonal all the way and then suddenly slam to the other side. Yeah. So it's basically like a nice turn before it hits. Yeah. Launcher into filler into ending hit. Yeah, that like full comboing, stuff like that. That makes sense. I know with full combos, that still takes skill to pull off. And if your opponent kind of knows your full combo, they can also block certain parts. That way you won't be able to hit everything. Because I've seen crazy stuff happen where they knew exactly how the combo went. So when the guy flew into a combo, they blocked practically everything and launched a combo of their own to counter. And man, sometimes it goes crazy. Yeah. And I know there were some spectators who didn't really know because it was a high-end tournament. And some of, I think there was newscasters like, damn, I don't understand what happened, but apparently it's it was an exciting moment. I'm like, oh yeah, because the guy blocked everything and threw one back. Imagine a guy, and this happened IRL too, right? Where you can see this guy face off someone who was talking so much smack, and then after the guy talked smack, couldn't land a single hit. It was a very Muhammad Ali moment where the guy just kept throwing punches and could not touch him. It was ridiculous. Only for him to smack him back. The guy obviously got read like a book. Yeah. Read like a book. It was just sad to see. It was just sad. Like, oh my god, you're so cocky. And then all of a sudden, wham! And then he goes, alright, I'm gonna counter you. And then he tries for the counter and reaches nothing. All he punches is air. During that entire fight, it looked like that guy was fighting himself more than he was fighting his opponent. You know? Like, god, how? How in the world? Right? Jeez. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, looks like we're about halfway through for the legs. I might not lube the stems at this point. What's it called? The insides of this point. Oh, wait. Oh no! There was a random... I spotted it. I looked down and I spotted it. There was a random spring that was not lubed. I'm gonna put this in. Just shake it right before. So, there you go. You should get some lube that way. Bag lube is so much easier than just every other type of lubing technique. Honestly, I wish there was a spray. I would actually spray it. I would get a bag. I would get a nozzle spray. You know, those weird little stick things that are just like kind of like this, like, yeah, and then just stick it in and go, tss, and then call it, shake it and call it a day. I think that would have been better. The downside is I don't really have those types of lubes, and I don't think WD-40 would cut it for this. I need a heavier type. Oh no, I need a heavier type of lube for it. Because I really think that springs should have heavier lubes, just because more weight on the spring means less penis. At least in my brain. I don't know if there is any fact to that or if there's any merit to it, but in my brain, more weight to move around, the less the spring ping becomes. And if you want to silence the springs, I think that would be the best way to do it. Just straight up hit it with very heavy lube, like a heavy lube, like a thick, viscous lube. Not just any regular just thin lube. Although a lot of people say thin lube is better. I don't know why. Maybe because it sticks better? That's why it sounds better in general? I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm not aware, right? So, it ends up being a I have zero clue of what is going on kind of thing. Oh, jeez. I almost dropped that. It's running out. There we go. That's a little thick. To be too thick. Let's rehash that. There we go. Much better. Yeah. A lot of times, I don't know. I should really double check lubing the tutorials to see if there's anything specific I'm doing that might be better. What is? Oh no. Yeah. There we go. Get some of that out there. That is all I need to do. I never really got into fighting games now that I think about it. The only other fighting game I kind of got into was just because of the Pokemon integration. It was Pokken. Pokken's even not that big. It's no longer in the competitive section. Right now, it's just Pokemon Go. There's no Pokken a lot in the tournaments. Because previously, Pokken was in the tournament, I think, a year after it released. And after that, it just never came back because I don't think there was a competitive scene for it, despite being a relatively good fighting game, especially technically coming from Pokemon. But Pokken is literally actually a good, quote-unquote, fighting game, despite the Pokemon stuff. You can't even play Pokemon Tournament EX with your friends. The lobbies glitch out. No! Is that why no one really does it anymore? Because straight up, the lobbies can't be held straight up? I do have the Wii U version. I don't have the Switch version, but I have the Wii U version. They even created an entire gamepad for it, if I remember correctly. That is sad, to be honest. I wish they, kept it up. That was the only fighting game I actually played to any serious extent because I learned a couple combos. And unless you count Smash as a oh wait, no, Smash. Actually, I learned combos in Smash too. So 2 fighting games. Haha! I have 2 fighting games under my belt. Haha! So yes, I do know Smash. The last time I learned Smash was on the Wii U. So it was just like slight differences from the Switch version where I full combo. I think I did not full combo. I learned a combo for Pikachu, Kid Icarus, or Pit, and they ended up changing it just a little bit in the Switch version, that all the combos, like I muscle memory the combos, and I was just short. I was just not hitting quite right every time, and I was like, oh, so this is what it feels like when the combos are just just out of reach. So that's what happened. It ended up putting all the combos just out of reach or in a slightly more awkward spot. So my muscle memory was screwing me over more than helping me. It was a little sad, to be honest, but it is what it is. In fighting games. Holy jeez. Part of me wants a fighting game like the old, was it N64 Smash, where there was a kind of a story mode against Master Hand, but the story mode also included the training sections where you had to do specific things or achievements to be able to do specific stuff, to get specific what's it called, get to that specific area, right? No, it's the training mode, right? The training mode of Smash back in the day. Oh my god, that was fun. The ability to hit those weird targets. Now it's just a bag throw. I'm like, oh, that's sad. Just bag throw, nothing else? Bag throw and like the 100-man smash. I'm like, okay, look, the 100-man smash is relatively speaking fun, but at the same time, it's just a speed thing at this point. It's just optimizing for beating 100 of these guys whenever possible, right? And I think every 20 or 10, I think there's 1,000. Isn't there 1,000-man smash or unlimited? because effectively you can just keep going and going and going until you tire out, or you get out damaged to the point that you are not going to survive, kind of thing. I know when I used to play the Wii U version, I was the most annoying player to kind of get rid of, because I think there was a guy that was actually a pro player, at least locally. He was a local pro player, and he played in tournaments, actually won a lot of times, and he was going up against me. He's like, yo man, you've been doing these combos, but I'm also surprised that every time I hit you, that you would never go out. You would be at 200% damage, and I'm hitting you with combos, and you still don't go out. How the hell do you do that? I spam the buttons and hope to God that I don't go out. So yeah, I don't actually know what I was doing myself. I was just going, oh, go other way. But yeah, it was nuts back in the day. Yeah. I also saw this meme that makes me really, really sad as well. And you know how games these days are going all digital and require internet connection? Imagine retro collections 10 years from now. None of the games will be playable. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, everything requires an internet connection. And the only games that you can play without requiring an internet connection to check whether you own the game or not. Oh yes, we could play sometimes. Yeah, not really. I don't really play Smash. I think it's somewhere on my shelf, to be honest, somewhere. But yeah, I used to play it. Yeah. These days, not so much. I just play the indie games for the most part. And I think I would be playing Cadence of Hyrule no, not tomorrow. On Wednesday, normally the game streams. Yeah, I would be actually playing Cadence of Hyrule, because Cadence of Hyrule apparently is a music turn-based strategy action platformer-ish game. And I'm looking at this going like, whoa, okay, I kind of want that. Man, that sounds cool. Because Cadence of Hyrule is, I believe, the Zelda version of the Necro Dancer or something like that, where the gameplay was cool and they really liked the idea, so they were okay with giving them the green light to do a Hyrule version, aka Legend of Zelda version of it. I'm like, whoa! It was so good that Nintendo said, yeah, put our game in your game. So I want to check that out. But yeah, it is one of those things. Boom. I don't know why, but I feel like let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. I just realized my entire thing is unplugged. I might be in low battery mode. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But it is. What was he talking about? I noticed my camera literally was unplugged. I'm like, oh, it's about to die. Because I have a setting. I had just a while ago. Right? Oh, that's why it was easier earlier. Yeah. Just turned off on me and I didn't realize? Or was it never on in the first place? Because I feel like it was never on in the first place. Because I have a light up top there. I guess I was brighter. Wait, before I screw myself over. Oh! Yeah, this is so much better. God damn. I don't know why. This is so much better. Holy crap. There we go. But yeah, no. The light just went off is all. As you can see now, you can see a lot of things a lot more clear. A little more clear. It's not that much of a difference. The difference is mostly that there is more light than less light. Because these phone camera, their ISOs go pretty high, and they already get noise over like 200. And I'm sitting here going, what? Why is this camera's sensitivity? The moment it goes over 200, it starts getting noise and grain. I'm like, yeah, I guess because it's a terribly small sensor, and you're trying to get as much light into it. So the more light you can pack into it with the lower ISO, it would be much better. But that's very hard in such a small form factor. Mind you, my phone, or my old phone, was pretty big. It was pretty chunky by itself without the case, and I used the case on it all the time. Because previously, my phone had 2 screens on them. Very much like the foldable phones that we have currently, except it was a detachable second screen versus, a folding screen. Quite different. Okay. But damn. I don't even know how to say it. Why LG was hated in the phone community. Because my old phone was an LG V60 and it was the only one that had those features. Not only that, for the price, I was looking at it, okay, why am I getting the same product for $300 extra when I can buy the one that's $300 less for more features and the same chipset? And a lot of people was like, yeah, but the OS is better on like these other phones. I'm like, not really. And so I got a Samsung phone now, and weirdly enough, the OS is slightly better, but it's not revolutionary better. It's not like, oh my god, this makes such a huge difference. No, it makes a decent difference, but it's not to the point that I would buy one phone over the other. I could do almost all the same things on my old phone, this phone, that I can do on my new phone. And I was flabbergasted on why people still think that, oh yeah, Samsung is way better than all the other brands, or Google Pixel and whatnot. And a lot of it has to do just with the cameras. And I'm sitting here going, no, why? And a lot of phone reviewers go like, no, this is better, this is better, this is better. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's okay. It's not the best. But they make it sound like, at least when I was watching a lot of the phone reviews, they made it sound like there was a huge difference. And I guess that comes with the territory of being a content creator, because if you don't be hyperbolic or exaggerate any of the things that you say, it'll feel less than what it is. And if you understate something, it would be like you brushed it under the rug, so to say. But you mentioned it because it's something that you noticed, right? And I don't know. These days, I don't know if you've heard, there was a so there's this tech reviewer, MKBHD, very famous on the internet, and he basically said that, I think the AI pin, the AI pin, humane AI or whatever the pin was, he said it was like a very bad product, effectively in the review, and wishes it was better in the review. But the headline was, this guy got pissed that, oh my god, this single YouTuber completely crashed an entire company. I'm like, no, it was a bad product and they should be ashamed to send it to a reviewer to review while it was in the state that it was in. And then recently, there was a new review of the Rabbit AI as well. And here's the thing. I watched Dave 2D's review on it, not just MKBHD. I might watch MKBHD's take on it later, but Dave 2D made a point that Google and Samsung are in this race too on a technicality. Not only that, all these things, the AI pin and whatnot, he believes that it's possible that they could be in a hurry just because you see this compute power in your pocket. You see this. This is going to to replace that. And the Google announcements and Samsung announcements are next month. So they're trying to head it off before that. But honestly, if they made a fun, engaging product to use, it would be fine. There are gadgets like quote-unquote the Playdate where it has a crank on the side, and the crank makes no sense, and you don't really have to. It's not really meant for adults to play, but you have these games that can use the crank, might not use the crank, but it has your regular Game Boy buttons, and by Game Boy I mean up, down, left, right, A and B buttons, and that's it. There are no other buttons other than a crank, which also does not act as a button, it just is a crank, nothing else. So, I'm sitting here going, huh, that was fun though, from every reviewer standpoint. And honestly, at that point, I would just rather have a Game Boy, to be honest. Other than the cool, you know, modern features that it has, like a better screen. And I remember they were saying, the high resolution display! And then it's like, not even a 420p display. You're like, oh, it's a 240 display? You're like, huh? How is this high resolution? It is high resolution, because the pixel density is relatively high for the size. But it's not Retina display or anything like that, even for the size. But it is technically a high definition display if you are counting purely by pixel density. And if you guys know, you know what's funny? People think HD is 1080p. It's not. It's 720. 720 is HD, which is weird. HD is 720p. And honestly, looking at, because I used to watch a streamer, Iron Mouse. I still do. I watch streamer Iron Mouse. They used to only stream in 720p because their internet couldn't take anything higher than 720. And neither can their equipment at the time. And the funny part is, this person, for almost 2 years, because they couldn't move, literally streamed at 720p to 2,000 concurrent viewers at any given time. Like, oh my god, that is crazy. And you would think, oh my god, they can totally afford better internet. It didn't matter how much they could afford when the internet itself, right? The internet company itself could not give you a better line. It was crazy. Iron Mouse, as in the one playing pools right now. Okay, I don't know what Iron Mouse is doing. I'm now curious. Pools. Hey, looks like, yeah, she is playing pools. Yeah. That sounds right. Okay. Yes, Iron Mouse, the Iron Mouse. She used to stream 720p. And honestly, I never noticed. I never noticed. And then I remember once she was like, finally I can stream in the 1080p. I'm like, wait, what? I was so confused during that time. I was like, oh, I was not aware. I thought they were at 1080p, but okay. Yeah, there's barely a difference between 720 and 1080 depending on the size of your screen. But I was looking at the VODs. If you blew it up into a screen that is at least 32 inches, or not 32 inches, sorry, 20 inches, give or take, it suddenly becomes apparent the difference of 720 between 1080. Anything past 20 inches, you will tell the difference between 720 and 1080. Anything past 27 inches, you'll be able to tell the difference between I think 25 inches is roughly where I noticed it. 25 inches, you'll see the difference between 1080 and 1440p. And if you have a 24-inch panel, you look at 1440p and 1080, unless your screen, unless you're like this, unless this is the way you're looking at the screen, you're gonna see no difference. This is how close you have to be to see a difference. Okay. So, yeah, you don't need 1440p. 1440p is great if you have a 25-inch or higher. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, finally! We are on the last one. Woo! Yeah. But mind you, I will admit, I have seen a bunch of people, right? In esports, right? Especially in the CSGO areas. In CSGO and a lot of the FPS games, there are actually people who are that close to the screen. So 1440p still makes sense for them even in a smaller size. They also go for slightly smaller monitors as well. And it's that sweet spot where they can look at the screen at that resolution, terribly, terribly close, basically in their face, while also keeping the frame rates relatively high. Because if you do 4K, sure, the resolution is increased and you can see more pixels. However, the response rate gets lowered, but they want those pixels to be able to see the movement faster. And they've noticed recently that the difference between 1080 and 1440p is sometimes the pixels will show a shoulder faster than the 1080p because there's just not enough resolution there for the shoulder to be shown in certain sections. Like these little bits that would normally stick out, there would be like 2-3 pixels that won't be picked up on a 1080p screen because there's no pixels to be there. So that's the difference. Okay, let me finish this coffee. God damn. Okay, so weird trick that I do regarding coffee and or any drink that is okay if you're like doing chocolate or whatnot. If you want sweetener in your drinks, just put either Ovaltine and Milo because they have a lot more nutrients than anything than just sugar. Because these are high sugary drinks, Ovaltine and Milo, but they have a lot more items in it that or nutrients in it than just plain sugar. So if you want to sweeten your drink, or aka not give up sugar but sweeten your drink, just use Ovaltine and or Milo or your equivalent wherever you are. Because I know there are other equivalents here in the US and or Canada, but there's no real difference. I would rather just go for Ovaltine and or Milo because at least Milo has chocolate flavor. Ovaltine also has chocolate flavor, but I prefer the chocolate flavor of Ovaltine than I do Milo. But if you're just looking at it as a sweetener, Milo is technically better because it's a much sweeter drink than Ovaltine. But yeah, malt drinks are really good in terms of being a sweetener. This is how I'm able to drink this craptastic Starbucks coffee. If you even call that coffee, 90% of it is charcoal at this point. It tastes relatively burnt. Holy jeez. Then mind you, I had to grind it myself, so I had to make sure it was a very specific grind just to even get something good out of it. It's like, oh, this is me, huh? And mind you, I got a gift card, so it's not the worst thing. That because I got it for free at this point, so it's like, I guess, you know. Next time I get a gift card for Starbucks, I am 100% only going for their light roasts because there's no point. Do not, if you are thinking, oh my god, let me get some good coffee from Starbucks, go for the light roasts. That's a dark roast in any good roaster. For any good roaster, oh my god. But yeah, before I start ranting, I might as well do more work. You ever do that? You're just like working and you're like, oh no, let me just do the thing. Oh my god. Holy crap. What are the pieces for? These are switches for a keyboard. So these are the stems. I'm gonna arrange one in a bit here just to show you there. Orders. I'm guessing that's orders in lead speak. So basically I'm gonna do this and then that and then call that good enough. I am gonna put that down here. Oh, over there. Where'd it go? Alright, springs. So this is a keyboard switch. So I'm gonna grab that, grab this. Hopefully I can grab at least one spring by itself. Looks like I was able to. Boom. There we go. I'll grab one as well. I wish I had my tweezers, because that would make this a lot easier than it is. Push this out. Okay. I'll put this cover back on. And ta-da! Got now a switch that is on a keyboard. So this normally would be in a keyboard, as you can see. So that's pretty much it. So yeah. Oh, that sounds a lot more muted than I thought it would be. I didn't even lube the tops, but hopefully it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna lube the rest of this, and I should be then able to get this all to the keyboard, and then we can test them out, because I know that part of me wishes I don't have to. Should I? I think I should lube these. I'll just quickly lube the sides. They're not the worst thing. These are, relatively speaking, faster than the stems itself, because the stems I have to twist them around. This I can just lightly lube instead. It's a much easier time. Boom. Okay. One of the things I kind of want to do, honestly, is Franken switching? Franken switch. Basically Frankensteining a switch. There you go. That's what you want to call it. There are words in the brain. Okay. So Frankensteining a switch, it's one of those things where you mix parts of two different switches together. It's crazy. Can you ask for his opinion on a specific switch? Yeah, sure. It is an opinion, so I could be wrong depending on what your personal likes or dislikes are, so I'll tell you my bias before I tell you my opinion. Yeah. What were you thinking on? Oh my god. Because yeah, last time I recommended switches, I'd say Glarsis Cherry MX purple key switches. To be honest, I have not tried them, so I don't entirely know. From what I remember, this is off the top of my head, I could be wrong. They're basically Cherry MX Ergo Clears in the color purple. So, whatever the Cherry MX Clears, I can't remember the specifics on them, they are tactile switches that are heavier. So they're basically the equivalent of Cherry MX Blacks except for the browns. So it's a tactile switch that is made to be more tactile simply because of the heavier spring. So the spring has more force into it. That's the difference. So that's you can do your own research. That's off the top of my head. That's what I remember when it came out, and this is me remembering something from months ago. Okay, this is me remembering from months ago, and I personally like tactile switches, but I also personally like silent switches as well. So there you go. Like if you're looking for most of my opinions on switches, I don't entirely care for the sound, because it distracts me from just doing things. But at the same time, I do like the sound when that's all I'm doing. Like when I'm like doing typing tests, I'm like, I just like the sound of me typing. But when I'm doing work, silent seems a little better for me, especially when I bring keyboards to the office. When I bring keyboards to the office, no. No, especially when what you're working in is effectively a call center with a bunch of people around you taking meetings, and you're like, and you're hearing, no, just no. Yeah, for work, silent is better. Even if you're working from home, yeah, no, you want that to be, what's it called? You want it to be silent, because imagine you get into a meeting and you want to silently play a game. I could be doing better things right now. But since I'm stuck in this meeting, I might as well play a game. Let me swap. Oh my god. Where's my... Oh, there we go. How else are you supposed... Yeah. That's why I was disappointed, because I did a review of the Cherry MX... Not the Cherry MX, goddamn. Because... Okay, so Logitech has the MX Master series for work. So MX, which is like it's a Cherry. But Logitech MX Master 3, I kid you not, it has angle snapping. It has angle snapping built into the mouse. You can't turn it off. Not only does it have angle snapping, it also has a very low polling rate, and it judders. So every time you move the mouse, it does this. But in game, it's more apparent, because even if you move it fast, it just does that, but faster. Like it's crazy. It's like pop, 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 pop. It's just faster. It just does it much faster, but it judders it. Like, no matter what I did to try to change it, the judder was there. How are you supposed to play games like that? Funnily enough, you can if you know how to predict things. You can, but only if you can predict. If you can't predict, it's much harder. And if you're used to higher, if you don't get used to adapting to it, because I review stuff like this mouse, right? This is a gaming mouse. Also a gaming mouse. I literally have 1, 2, 3 as well over there, and I have 3 more in the shelf, on the review shelf to my right, and also there are a bunch more in my closet. So I was able to adapt quite easily to a lot of these things, compared to most people. You couldn't even play Genshin Impact if a mouse was like that. You'd be surprised, because a lot of my friends, they use the MX Master line, and they do play stuff like Genshin and whatnot, but they're not gamers because they only play stuff like Genshin. They don't play FPS games, high FPS games. They play casual games or story-based games where this is not an issue. With Genshin, you don't have to move that fast, and it's not noticeable when you move the mouse quite a bit. It's not that noticeable. Yeah. And especially if you've never known better, it looks normal to you. I kid you not, they're like, oh, it's not that, it's the same. So I plug my mouse in and I show them how smooth it is in comparison. They're like, huh. No, they can't go back. They can't go back. Going back is the problem. Going from one to the other, like, oh, it's smoother, but I don't think it matters. You go to the smoother version or the better version, quote unquote. Going backward is more of a pain than going forward. That's what I find with anything, with everything, especially with a lot of people. I know a lot of the kids, quote unquote, the kids these days, they're like, oh my god, it's not even a 4K screen. Oh, such a missed opportunity. And you're like, you do realize it doesn't have to be a 4K screen, because the screen is literally 7, not even 10 inches. It's so small. You don't need 4K. It's the pixel density for that doesn't matter. But, you know, bigger number better, for especially for kids. I know but I don't even got a phone. I can't complain about screens. No, don't even have a phone? Well, I mean, nowadays it's relatively ubiquitous that people have phone screens. But yeah, back in my day, Jesus, I was the only one without a phone. Straight up, I was the only kid without a phone. Every kid had like a Nokia, had a Motorola Razr, had like a phone at least, right? Do you know what I had as a kid? I had an MP3 player. An honest to goodness MP3 player. No, I don't. I didn't have an MP3 player. I had a cassette player, not an MP3 player. Everyone was getting phones, and I had a cassette player. I had the Looney Tunes one, and I had Tweety and Sylvester, and the Tasmanian Devil. Those are what I had a choice in between, and I think I took the Tasmanian Devil one. So I got the Tasmanian Devil one, and I just played Michael Jackson on it all day. Oh my god. Man, when I was a kid, that was amazing. Hey, look, I might be old right now, but I still have an MP3 player, so to speak. They're now called DAPs, by the way. Like, if anyone was figuring out where did MP3 players go, they are now called DAPs, digital audio players. And just as a... This is one. You see this? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, me? You hear that? That is... Oh, there you go. That is a modern version of a volume scroll. There. The Nokia had a case to protect the floor. Nokia had a case to protect the floor. And that's all I have to say about it. Also, cassette player seems kind of goofy. No, like, back in the day, bringing your music with you was not really a thing. And when I was with looking at phones, dude, when I was looking at phones from way back when, the phones had proprietary chargers. And there was no headphone jack. There was no headphone jack at all. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so to me, having a headphone jack was the godsend to all phones until they removed it. Nothing. You got a USB. God damn it. The sad part is that Apple was the one that made it a trend. They could have made a better way to push music through, but weirdly enough, it's like crazy. The volume scroll sounds like a mouse scroll? Yeah, it does. Because they're trying to, with a touchpad, this is a touchpad, they're trying to emulate a scroll wheel. Your Twitch is breaking in. No, that's fine, Tessu. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll be here until these are done. Unfortunately. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. Oh my god, where's the thing? Just in case my Twitch was breaking. That's right. Not yours. It's not your fault. Don't worry. But yeah, it is one of those things. Holy Jesus. Okay. Oh my god. Cassette players. Pretty sure it's just you. Because you have a 10-second delay now because Twitch. No, it's probably just your server. Basically, the way the internet works with the delays and whatnot, sometimes it's just pinging around the internet. And the way ISPs work, they have central hubs around the place. It could be that you're pinging outside and going through a bunch of hubs, hitting your central, what is considered your DNS server, and then from DNS server it bounces all the way back out, coming back to your DNS server, and from your DNS server it takes the long way around to even get back to your internet connection. So it does happen even when that's the case. Sometimes it is the DNS server, but that's normally just when you're loading in sites, not when it's already preloaded, because normally it just bypasses most of that. But yeah, that is crazy. I don't hate the 10-second delay, because I know in YouTube, oh my god, YouTube streams, the delay is huge. It's at least 3 seconds at any given moment. The fastest I think anyone has ever gotten on a YouTube stream, I think, is a 1 second delay. Like 1.5, roughly. It's not low latency. And if you enable low latency on... what's it called? Yeah. If you enable low latency, there are a couple other issues with it. And I'm like, but why? Why is Twitch able to do it and YouTube can't? Yeah. But delay goes for every stream ever. No, yeah. That's the thing. It's all the streams. Yeah. There is always delay in streams. Yeah. It's just... sometimes it's crazy where some people test their delay in streams and it's like half a second. I'm like, how? Like, how? It's literally crazy. Half a second. The lowest latency some people do get. I feel like this is not sitting properly in my... that, or is it? I'm just pulling it a little. It's probably just a pull. There you go. Oh my god. It's weird, the hobbies that I get to, because I have so many hobbies, and I was also debating until I have a delay thing, and right now it's at 7.54 seconds of delay. Oh, so it actually measures the possible delay for you. Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. 7.54 seconds of delay. That is not bad at all, to be honest. Yeah. Although I can see why it can be a problem depending on what you're trying to do, right? I know with some of the FPS streamers, they have a delay on by normal to go against stream snipers and whatnot. And it's one of those things where I go like, yes, that's true. That is a problem because there are some people who do stream snipe and they try to get into lobbies with those. And it is annoying. And they normally aren't good enough to beat the streamers to begin with anyways. However, if the streamer is camping for a little bit to be able to get a better position, yeah, it's one of those things where it does become somewhat of a game changer. And here's the thing. I have a friend who streams once in a while, and I think he's streaming Attorney in a few. And he has a delay on the stream. Because, oh yeah, just in case I get stream snipers. And I'm looking at him going, dude, you stream to 0 viewers, maybe 3. And also, no one's gonna stream snipe you. You're not that good. I think... You're not that good. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, buddy, I know, but... honestly, just put the low latency on, because sometimes as friends we look at your stream and go, hey buddy, I think this thing is happening for you. Because sometimes like, oh my god, I have enemies over here. Okay, where's here, buddy? To my left. I'm like, okay, where is your left? So I look at the stream and he's like an entire 3 minutes delayed. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god. I mean, you had 4 viewers in the stream before and I got stream sniped by the same guy like 4 to 5 times. Jesus. Hey, look. It depends on the game you're playing, right? Like, what game would you play to that stream sniping actually is a detriment, you know? Because I wouldn't really know, other than FPS games or where your moves or cards are hidden. For example, like TCGs, trading card games. But that's what I mean by TCGs. That makes sense. Oh, you were playing Fortnite? Fortnite? Why would you need to cheat in Fortnite? I guess. But even then, like, that can be overcome with skill, because even if they knew where you were, if they can't get the shot in, Does it really matter at this point? You know? Part of me wishes I have pro gamer skills. That way, you know, I can go against these guys. But oh, why does this sound like Gravity Falls slowed down? Nah, he kept coming up behind me with a melee weapon, so I couldn't do anything about. Oh, damn it! Oh my god, does happen, unfortunately. Every game. At least with Mario Kart, there's a delay in the stream and in the in the actual game, so you end up getting a massive delay, despite it being a technically a racing game. Oh my god! Holy smokes! Can you imagine? Oh, but no, yeah, FPS games are notorious for getting stream snipers and whatnot. It's a problem for a lot of those guys. Yep, not just you, Tess. Okay, where is? Yeah, and in Mario Kart, people can still be mean AF and cheat by viewing your items. Yeah, that's the cheat. Like, oh, he has this. At least I know what one person has. The difference is there's more people than just you, right? And they're all on the same track and all within viewable distance, so it's not as big as a detriment as most FPS games, where your position is quite literally one of the more important items. One of the more important things. It's not the worst thing, but still. No, it's a huge detriment. It is a huge detriment. It's just not as huge as in FPS. Because, yeah, then again, if it's in professional settings, it'll definitely always be a huge detriment in professional settings. When it's not in professional settings, that's when it's like, well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But I know you play in a couple tournaments for Mario Kart as well, right? Yes. My voice is getting worse over time. I can feel it cracking. Well, it's not really cracking, it's just I'm slowly losing it. But I've been drinking some water, so I've been keeping up. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. All good. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. I wish I could find my tweezers, honestly. The tweezers would make these spring sections so much easier. Oh my god, I was at Metro Town just a couple days ago. I realized I could have went to the hobby store and bought the reverse tweezers that allows me to grip stuff. If you, the streamer, if you're in second stream and you're in first, yeah, that makes sense. You can look at the stream and see what you have to determine if it has time before you throw a red or something. Yeah, it is a relatively huge. In that specific scenario, yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense if you're bagging though. If your configuration is bagging, I think you have a decent. You're probably gonna be okay. But if you are second, yeah. But then again, I think the second place comes up a lot when you're trying to bag in Mario Kart. Yeah. And for those who don't know, bagging in Mario Kart just means that you are intentionally dragging yourself behind in placement, because the lower your placement, the better your items to get a bigger comeback. So basically, it's a reversal roll type of play. Very much like in card games, where, or at least in Pokemon, where the bigger they hit you for, the faster your deck becomes. Because I know there is a deck like Charizard who does 180 damage with a lot of Pokemon hitting around the 230 mark, I think, or 230 mark for HP. And because the more prizes you take, the more damage it does. In other words, the more you're winning, the more damage it does. It has a huge comeback capability, because it has a huge HP pool by itself. It has 330. So you have to two-shot it every time. And then as the game goes on, it just hits you and you just lose. Yeah, that's the difference. So yeah, it's very much a comeback strategy, and when it comes to the games like that, that hand information is such a crucial role in that scenario. Like, huge. Okay. Whoa, that switch up was cool in that track. Oh, I like that. That is cool. I like the vibe of these tracks right now. I normally don't listen to this on my off time when I'm not on stream. I normally listen to tracks with a lot of vocals in it. But when you're on stream, vocals are bad because it's like trying to listen to two people talking. POV, you get N64 Rainbow Road, that one track that you can't bag on. Oh. I guess. Hey, look. Any track is baggable. Any track is baggable, effectively speaking. It's just the effectiveness of the bagging, you know? That's why I say even in Pokemon. In Pokemon, every deck is capable of winning. The real question is, are you lucky enough to perform the strat quite consistently? Probably not, but you definitely can. You know what I mean? It's like quite funny, to be honest. Okay. Also tomorrow, can you look at both the streams and add Zahe? Oh yes, I did finish Portal or Tesu. Tomorrow... Yeah, I can check out Ninja Hideaway and Athens Dash. Oh, this sounds different. Oh, it doesn't sound different. Oh, it's just hallucinating the sound. Come on, Jeweler's Claw. Eventually, I'll get used to the Jeweler's Claw. Ah! As a tweezer or placement. Boom. But no, there is another wall which is a very obvious shortcut with Ninja Hideaway. Oh my god! No! Okay. I believe I beat it though. I believe I beat it though. The Waluigi Stadium? Yeah. Not the Waluigi Stadium, the Ninja Hideaway, if I remember correctly. I believe. Yeah. But you know, it's like one of those things where don't you hate the obvious solution to an answer? To a question? It's like, oh my god, it's both obvious and not so obvious. Like, it's there but not really. Right? Oh, and who was it? David Ramsey, the puzzle guy. Dude, that guy who does a lot of puzzles, it is crazy. All the puzzles he does. And honestly, I think he should be streaming those puzzle solves, to be honest. You beat it by a 20 entire seconds? Jesus. Hey, look. I beat it without the shortcut. that I'm really that good, to be honest. I think I struggled a little bit too much on that track, to be honest. Yeah. Holy jeez. So many struggles. So many struggles. I don't know why. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Holy crap, Nox. Why did I lose my tweezers? I hate that I lost my tweezers. Oh, you have team captains. Wait. Are you like in part of like scrims or something? How does the Mario Kart stuff work actually? Like, how does the whole competitive scene on Mario Kart work? Because that is the thing that you do when you are pro. That is not a thing you do as a person who You have team leaders? Team captains? What? Oh my god. I could never. Speaking of which, one of my siblings actually wanted to get into professional Splatoon. It was crazy. I was like, what? Professional Splatoon? There are unfortunately not that many teams here in BC, so it's relatively hard to get into, but you know, I think they will try once they get the chance to. So hopefully she gets it. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. There you go. Oh. It's weird to hear the different sounds coming from this. Sometimes, yeah, there's a little bit of wobbling. Oh. This could be filmed, huh? Testing it out. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to filming any of the switches, but damn. Oh my god, can you imagine having to film switches? You already, if you're lubing and filming switches, that's gonna take a ridiculously long time. At least when you film switches, you don't have to do the whole lubing section. You're gonna say I mean, I do have a whole like Discord set up. I can add that here. Because apparently you have to pay for the whole server thing. Yeah. Give me a sec. I know we do have a server invite. Where is it? What? Okay. Oh, what? Is it this one? Yeah. So yeah, no, this is that would be the server that I made. Because I said I would make a server, so I had to make a server. Yeah, I think you mentioned stuff like that. So I made a server. I think there's like 2 people in it so far. 3, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Because I know Heart Soul might be in the server. It might be Cray in the server and whatnot. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the server. And by a bunch, I mean not a lot of people. But that's fine, because at least it's easy. Maybe I should make voice channels, I realize. Because sometimes, if voice needs to be used, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's like one of those things where I'm like, yes, I am definitely a professional streamer. Yes. I'm not a professional streamer. I can't even do this for a living, for crying out loud. Literally, one of my friends started streaming 3 weeks ago, and they're already monetized. And I'm sitting here going like, huh? I expected you to get it within a month. I just didn't think you would do it in 2 weeks. Like, it's crazy. Alright. Oh, looks like you joined there, Tessu. Awesome. But yeah. I do think I have... Do I have racing channel? I think I have racing channel. TC Gaming, racing channel. Yeah, racing channel. Because I think I did Night Runners at one point. And I do like racing games, to be honest. Because it's like one of those things I do like to play. So yeah. But be aware, I think if you are in the general stuff. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let me see. There we go. Holy jeez. Oh, you're in general voice chat? Okay, hold up. Let me just finish this thing here. Let me see. Let me pause the music here. What the heck? Okay. Get the music there. You building? Yeah, Fuji. I'm building a keyboard. Well, not really. I'm just lubing the switches. Yeah, so the switches normally they come in dry, aka they don't have any lube in them. And I'm tearing them apart and putting them back in together. And I'm gonna go into a call with Tessu and see here. Let me see. Ba. Okay. By the way, Tessu, you're gonna be in the what's it called? There we go. Hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hello, yeah. Oh, by the way, you are gonna be on stream, so you might hear double.
Yeah, I'll just turn down the volume.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. So how does that work? Competitive Mario Kart.
There are sections to competitive Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
There are teams, and then there is lounge.
Teams and lounge.
Lounge is like by yourself. It works kind of like online Mario Kart, where they keep your score and everything, and you keep on climbing up the ranks.
Yeah.
The ranking system of like iron all the way to like I think is it Ruby or I don't even remember.
Mm-hmm. So it's like any competitive type of game where it just goes all the way up to a specific rank. What is effectively the highest rank that isn't saying just top 500 or something like that?
I think that would be like Sapphire above.
Sapphire or above is like where people would think you're a professional at the very least.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Or capable of doing professional. I guess some people just reach it without really knowing.
No. People who are in Sapphire have like played this game for like years on end and grinded it.
Ooh, damn. That is a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, like I play casual, that's the thing. Yeah, it looks like Fuji is playing Siege. Yeah, with FPS games. Yeah, because I normally play FPS for years, but I only played like 2 hours a day. And even with Mario Kart, when I was playing a lot of Mario Kart, holy jeez, I would play that hours and hours and hours, but I still don't think I've reached the 1,000-hour mark, even when I was playing just by myself for the most part, trying to beat the Ghost. And mind you, I was a kid then, and I think I was doing the DS ones when I tried to actually beat the Staff Ghost without using any mushrooms. That's why I'm doing it now.
If you were to revisit the DS version, there are a lot of different glitches that you can do now.
Yeah, no, I'm aware about the glitches. I remember when my friend showed me one of the glitches. I was like, "Oh my god!" I think it was one of the was it DK Mountain tracks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go right off of the edge, but because you hit one of the checkpoints, it just transports you to the other checkpoint instead of you having to go through this S curve.
I think my favorite one is the Waluigi pinball shortcut, where you just bounce off the side of a rail and it puts you at the end.
Oh my god, damn.
You should look that up when you have the time.
Yeah.
You know how I said there was multiple categories of competitive Mario Kart? What I just talked about was Lounge, which pretty much anyone can get into.
Yeah.
They have a whole website for this.
Okay. Yeah.
The other category being Teams, which is pretty much just there are teams that exist, or you can make a team that yourself. They have recruiting pages on the website, or they'll just come or if they deem you like really good at the game, they'll tell you to make an account, and then they'll try and get you inside of their team.
Oh, I see.
So how it works is it'll be like 6v6, but you can have more than 6 people on the team. That's pretty obvious. It works kind of like how you watch basketball.
Not really, no. I don't really watch sports, because every time I watch sports, all that happens, honestly, is that I end up thinking, I should just get a group of friends and start playing.
Yeah, but it works like you have like 6 people, and like occasionally if they just like can't, then other people will step up.
Oh, I
It's
see. I see.
everyone's schedules are different, so it's better to have a lot of people on a team rather than not a lot of people.
Mhm.
But
So,
how it works is the team captains will once everyone's like said like because we have a section in most teams have a Discord server which they
yep.
have a section of where uh if 6 people are
Mhm.
able to play at the exact same time, then the team captain or one of the
Mhm.
team captains will find an opponent
Mhm.
in a special Discord server for the team captains of teams.
Mhm.
And then once they find an opponent, they'll start at the 00 mark, which is like exactly like 6 o'clock or like
Mhm.
5 o'clock. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll play 12 games. 12 races,
Of races
and
specifically.
then the
So that's just like
scores
one track,
add up.
one go, right?
Hmm?
So just one track, and then for the one race is literally one track, and the 3 laps as usual, right? Unless you're baby part, which
Yes.
is the 6th.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it's like 12 races.
12. Jeez.
That's the same for lounge, but
Mm-hmm.
lounge is a little less complicated.
Yeah.
And then teams can enter tournaments. Of course, you can enter a solo tournament, but
Mm-hmm.
those are a little bit more complex than team tournaments. As
Uh-huh.
you'll probably, if you ever do competitive and you're in a team, you'll probably have someone able to set up the tournament for you, and you just have
Mm-hmm.
to tell them if you can play or not.
Oh, I see. But
If
solo, it's a
somehow you
bunch of
do
that
find
stuff.
yourself in the position of a team captain, then I don't know how to how to sign up for tournaments. So you're on your own there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's like one of those things. I do actually have friends because like I'm the guy in the group that literally just gets invited to things, and I go, "Yep, I could go." Versus the one arranging anything. I literally have about 3 friends that love arranging get-togethers with people, and some of the times I don't know anyone in that group. And honestly, it's a bunch of fun just because you get to meet new people. But
Yeah.
it's like one of those things where you're like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. The few times I've tried to arrange a bunch of things because I like to play board games, I ended up not doing it again because I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, I have to invite people to do things.
Yeah.
So I get what you mean. Like if just inviting your friends is hard enough, um, creating a team, meeting enough people to make a team, and then also arranging a bunch of schedules with a bunch of other teams of people
Yep.
you don't know. Oh, that is a huge.
And the when you enter tournaments, teams
Mhm,
are categorized in divisions because there's
mhm.
normally going to be like 30 teams in one tournament or
Uh-huh.
at least. Divisions signify how good your team was ranked in the season, which the
Okay.
season is basically determined by how many opponents you match up non-tournaments wise.
Okay. So.
For example, like I think it's like is it Division 25 or
Mhm,
23 is the worst. I don't remember. And
mhm.
then Division 1 is obviously the best.
Okay. Yeah. So lower number better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Um that'll determine what opponents you're up against in tournaments.
Okay.
So if you're at a higher number, your opponents will be worse than if you were at a lower number.
Okay. So basically, you would go against a bunch of people. Do you go into specific lobbies for it, or do you just go online and just grab as much points as you can, or and
You
then?
go into specific lobbies. They open like a friend room, and then they
Mhm.
just calculate the points with by themselves.
Okay, so
So like
it's
they'll
calculated manually.
yes, they'll take the scores of that you scored
Mhm,
for the entire time, and
mhm.
then put it into a table. I can show you a. I can send you a table if you want to see what the table looks like.
Yeah, sure. Just put it in general. You should be fine.
Yeah, I'll just take the results from the most recent one that I've done,
Okay.
which was literally just like a few hours ago.
Oh, is there a lot of competitive Mario Kart going on constantly, or?
Yeah, constantly. As long as everyone's awake, it just keeps going.
Oh, jeez. So it's just a bunch of people's going. Yeah, no, you guys definitely have so many more hours than anyone in casual. There's no way. There is no way. I am not catching up. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh.
This table is actually a really good demonstration of how, like, when you play competitive with teams, it's more about the teams rather than the individual points. Because I'm gonna send you a chart, well, a table in general.
Okay.
You'll notice how the other team has all the 3 top spots in points,
Yeah.
but the other 3 of their teammates did absolutely terrible, so it did not add up very well.
Oh, I see. So the entire team has to do good, or at least better than the other team in general.
Yes.
Yeah. I see. Oh, teammates definitely could drag you down, huh? Damn. Yeah. Oh, under 60. That's not great.
Which is why it's good to have team chemistry.
Yep. Yeah, because it looks like the top 3 were just like trying to front run instead of trying to help teammates as well. Meanwhile, everyone's just in the middle, was just in the pack.
Yes.
Okay. I know the terms. I was doing a bunch of research. Yeah, because middle's pack, front runner. It's just anyone who's up first, like first to third. Normally is the front runners. Yeah, but yeah, and then the pack is where all the chaos happens, and everyone's just protecting each other, I guess, in the other team. Huh?
Yeah, you don't want to be in the pack unless you're like there with like protection, like triple greens or something, or just like you're holding out a red shell or something behind you.
Yep. And the thing I remember back in the day is you can technically have 3 items, and I don't remember which version of Mario Kart it is, but basically you can just use the item and it's floating around you. But I think the newer version, right now, if I remember correctly, because I don't really play the regular version of Mario Kart with the items that often, you can have green shells and then you can have 2 items. But I think the newer versions, it just says you have green shells regardless.
Yeah, it just says you have green shells. It doesn't allow you to have another item because that would be a little bit broken.
Yeah. I mean, it is the way it used to be at one point, right? So everyone realized it was broken and people used that strat, I guess.
They only changed that because they added another item slot.
Oh!
It was originally in Mario Kart Wii where you could only have like 2 items because, there's only 1 item slot. Now that there's 2 item slots, they can't have you having 3 items in like first place.
I see. Makes sense. So technically, they just made it an official strat to just have 2 items. Okay, I understand now. Okay, but yeah, no, like competitive is crazy. The amount of things that I do, but to think that there's such a huge community for Mario Kart, just keep going and going and going.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You know how 200cc exists?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lounge for 150, and then there's lounge for 200.
Oh, so they're 2 different sections.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also that for tournaments and team play.
Their entire team of.
Yep. There's entire teams of 200cc players.
Jeez. I don't know about 200cc. The amount of braking you have to do in 200cc.
No, if you know what you're doing, you don't necessarily have to brake that much.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Because every time I play that, it's crazy. Like, you finish
What's really
strikes.
funny is that all of the teams are relatively friendly. So it's gotten to the point where, like, if you have, like, if you know another team, and like you can play on their team. You don't have to be on the team. You can just, sub in for somebody else if they like keep disconnecting or something.
Oh, you just sub in. Okay, that's kind of cool. Everyone's just.
My team captain has pinged me. What is going on?
Uh-oh. Time to play Mario Kart. Oh my god.
Like, actually, that is exactly what. Wow. Okay.
Oh, already an attorney. Let's go.
It's not a tournament because they just kind of gather everyone around just to play together so that we can, have better team chemistry. But it's kind of funny when it's like out of the blue randomly.
Oh, okay, okay. It's like a random drop. Give me 20 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you're slacking, sir. Drop and give me 20. Yeah, it's like, it is. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that in life. Just randomly play games of Mario Kart.
You don't have to. You can just tell them that you're unavailable.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of that, but a lot of the times I'll feel obligated, especially when I'm in what I believe is a team. I'm like, all right, sir. I'll just wake up and go do it. Yeah. Just like, all right. So what time is it? 3 a.m. I'll be there. I'll be awake, half there. You know.
Most of the time, they do it in like asking a question, like, "Do you want to play?"
Okay, okay.
Everyone.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not
okay.
because everyone's really nice, including the people who do like the solo play lounge.
Yeah.
But then again, those are like, if you're on at specific times, you'll speak to people who actually speak English.
Yeah.
At other times, it's mostly just people who speak Japanese. Hence the reason why I know some Japanese, because I play Mario Kart Lounge.
Oh my god. The only reason I know Japanese.
Stupid.
Like honestly, I think learning Japanese from Mario Kart Lounge of all things means you know more Japanese than someone like me who watches anime. And the way it works is because I realize it's the same reason a lot of kids who have parents that speak a second language, every time they hear their parents speak, they understand what's going on. They just can't speak it because what happens is, oh, parents tells me something, I do this, but I always respond in English. So what happens is when they try to speak the language, their brain starts thinking in English and it can't transition to the other language. But they understand everything they're hearing. So
because when you play lounge or solo play, which technically isn't really solo, it's more like random.
Yeah.
Because they'll push you in a room with people around your quote unquote skill level. So basically, people around your same MMR is what we call the points. And you'll vote on a game mode whether you want free for all, whether you want to be with one teammate, two teammates, or three teammates. And then you can voice call. The only problem with that is sometimes, it's one American guy and three Japanese people.
Oh, I see.
Or vice versa. So what happens is that eventually people just, start learning the callouts.
Okay.
So like I may not know any conventional Japanese, but I can
I can tell you that the red shell is coming.
I can say what placement I'm in.
Oh my god. Okay, that's actually useful. That is actually useful. Yeah. That's basically learning 1 to 10 in Japanese. 1 to 12, I guess. Yeah.
1 to 12.
Yeah.
But that's basically it.
Yeah. Hey, it's still better than my broken I know, yes, no.
My most used word in Japanese is gomen.
Gomen. I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah. That works. Oh my god.
Because I always probably I'm always like messing up my teammates in like the worst possible way.
Oh, I mean it does that. It's like one of those things where like, all right, I'm gonna throw a oh, you just got in front of me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that would happen a lot, especially with how chaotic Mario Kart can be in the regular races. I am. It's just one of those things that over time you'll kind of get used to because with me when I play FPS games, I'm terribly used to just playing solo to the point that every time I'm with my friends, we're like, "Oh yeah, let's play this FPS game together." Sometimes it's Overwatch, sometimes it's Apex, and they like playing Overwatch more than they like playing.
Well, does it?
No, it doesn't work because what happens is I just kind of do things on my own, and then I realize halfway through, "Oh guys, can you do this?" Especially when they're new, they're like, yeah, a little too late.
I think when it comes to like playing competitively or like playing with other people, I think communication is rather important
Yep. Is terribly important. And it's one of those few things where I find that when you try to not do any communication, it's crazy. Literally the most reliable teammate ever. Oh my god. Yeah. Just shoots you in the back. Can you imagine those teammates, like, because Fuji is saying that he plays Siege, because I've seen a couple times where you're aiming down sights and you are in a spot where you're looking, you know that you're looking, and they just move in front of you for no reason. And they're doing the same thing you would have been doing. I'm like, dude, I was obviously here taking the spot, and they're like, oh, let me get in front of you and do it myself. I'm like,
It's hilarious.
come on. Like, what the heck? So you're forced to kind of just give up and pick a different spot to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I've actually, because Fuji does stream too, I think I've seen it happen like 2-3 times while he was streaming. I was like, oh, I think, come on, guys. You're all on the same team here.
I have a friend who plays Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
He's run into a few people who
Yeah.
actually, shoot you. Like but like for good reason. Like I don't remember the context, but he was trying to my friend was playing the game and he's like, why is my teammate shooting me? And his teammate was actually just trying to get him to go somewhere.
Oh. That's what mics are for.
Yeah, no, apparently nobody uses the microphones in Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh my god. If you don't have a mic, this is why I like when apparently Apex was the first one to do this properly, and it's been implemented in a bunch of FPS games now. But Apex finally was the FPS game that actually pushed the rest of the FPS games to make call outs an in-game thing. Where
Yeah, I feel like that was important.
yeah, because Apex was the first when you got shot by someone, it says I'm being shot at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your brother wants to say something. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Let him know. They just killed a guy who hesitated hell and got the win. Oh my god, you don't know why, Fuji? God damn. But yeah, no, Apex did this thing where if you got shot, your character literally says, "I'm getting shot." Right? If you're reloading, your character literally says, "Reloading." Right? Or I'm out of bullets, reloading, and stuff like that. It would automatically do that for you. And the cool part was, if you get shot by another team, they literally said, we're getting third partied," or stuff like that. I'm like, you don't need to do the callouts anymore.
That's amazing.
Your brother.
Anyways, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go.
All good, Tetsu.
You know why?
Because
I literally just told you that I'm being like spam pinged by my team captain right now. I don't know why.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, I'll see you next time.
I'll continue to lurk in your stream because I have nothing better to do.
No problem. Okay. All right. I'll see you next time. I guess maybe tomorrow, maybe next time.
Yeah, I should be on tomorrow if I'm not like dead tired because of whatever my team captain's doing.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck with the races then.
Yep. Thanks. I'll see you later.
All right. Have a nice one.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, that was Tessu. Damn. Okay. But yeah. Also, why? Why? What is wrong with your brother? Like, tell him I said something. What? The word something. Jesus. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I'm like sort of surprised that people didn't think of putting into game callouts and whatnot. It was crazy. Oh, you don't know. You feel bad for the guy Fuji? Like, oh god. But still, man, competitive anything is nuts. To be honest, every time I see any competitive players in any field, I swear, these guys are completely in a different level, right? felt like you didn't have a chance. Didn't have a chance. Oh no. Hey, look. You don't give him any chances. You just go for the throat. You know what I like to say? You whiffed it too. When you whiff but still get the... Oh my god. Dude, the amount of times in Counter-Strike where I completely whiff an entire magazine and they also whiff an entire magazine but I get to finish reloading first is... it's a lot. It's way more than zero. Yeah. Way more than zero. That's what I gotta say. But yeah, no, like I wish other games caught onto that sooner, because I think previously it was just the processing power. The computer couldn't take it. Like, you couldn't do all these calculations and have all these Boolean values, right? But basically Boolean values, I believe, are just integers of 0 and 1. Basically say on or off, or true or false. I remember, god damn it, Boolean. Freaking programming, I swear. Man. Holy. What is it? But finally, almost done with the keyboard parts here, and then I can finally disassemble this keyboard to put on these switches, and then finally put together the keyboard. That's the only thing I don't like the Mark 65 for. It's straight up, I have to disassemble the entire keyboard every time I have to swap the switches in it. And this is a hot swap keyboard, so I can easily just swap it in and out. But I realized, I think this was meant to be a solder build. They just decided to do a hot swap version. Right? So, yeah, I mean, kudos to them. The only reason I actually went for this board is straight up so that I could have the split spacebar and try it out, and I really like it. I really like split spacebar. But yeah, going back onto like FPS gaming. Dude, FPS gaming? Watching pros play, a lot of it has to do with apparently teamwork more than just being really good at the game, because a lot of people are good at the game, however they don't have any teamwork, so they end up not getting into, of course, teams or national teams. That it is a little sad because they have all of this skill for specifically playing FPS or playing those types of games, and that just what the heck just happened? That separated. I know how to fix this. That is just screwed on by the looks of it. Just have to press down. Yep, I do. Let me just do this. Oh my god. There. This here. Can then turn this. Oh my god. Yeah, basically I have to hold this while turning. Otherwise, it takes some time, but holy crap, I can't believe that just popped off. Oh my god. Can you believe it? Jesus. There we go. Now you work. Holy crap. That's both better and worse. Now the spring tension is much higher. Holy crap. Spring tension is much higher than earlier. I mean, I guess it makes it easier to grab onto things. But other than that, crazy. Oh my god, the cat has been here the entire time. What's next, me? Okay. Looks like they're fine. They look fed up though. They look very fed up for unknown reasons. The cat. Yeah? Yeah, you good? Looks like you're good. The cat is alright, guys. The cat is alright. Although I have to admit, it has been 3 hours, and I think it's time for its food in about an hour. Or half an hour. I believe. Roughly half an hour. Oh, Jesus. I'm here. I don't want lube all over my freaking desk mat. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. But lubing switches takes way longer than I wish it did. And I just messed that up. I didn't even realize. I've been like creeping this up forward for a while now, huh? As long as it's not too messed up, I think we're good, to be honest. Because as long as I can tell where all the keys are, I don't have to memorize anything. Yes. That way it's a little easier for me to find things. Because last time I did a bunch of these things where all I was doing was just like throwing all the keys into sections. It was way slower than arranging it the way I do right now. Just because now I have to hunt for the keys and put them in specific slots. I'm going like, okay, goes over here, that goes over there, and I have to search for which key it went to. At least this way I don't really have to think about it. Take off a mental load off of my brain. That's the difference. But, yeah. Like, hurry up. But yeah, no. Good. You know, if Apex didn't get hacked, I would be playing it every day. I do admit. It's one of the games that I always keep playing, and I do like the gameplay of, versus a lot of the other FPS games. Because I recently got into Counter-Strike just because I can't play Apex ever since the ALGS hack. And the ALGS hack was one of the few times where I'm like, oh man, I was getting into a groove of playing more Apex, but looks like I guess I'm not playing as much Apex. Oh, no, I know you are fine. However, there are items over here that you are not allowed to potentially lick. Oh, you haven't played Apex in a long time? Yeah, the reason I haven't... No, you are not going there. You are gonna go there. Go down. Stay down. Oh my god. The reason I didn't play Apex is literally because of the hack. The hack is quite literally one of the things that happened in Apex where I want to make sure that there wasn't any RCE or remote code execution. Sorry, cat. So cat is stuck in my room, and it might want out and or people to be with, looking by what this guy's doing. Okay? Is that what you want? Oh really? This is what you want? You just want to be cuddled? Okay, look, Zixby, I'm streaming. I know you want to be cuddled, but no, like, look at that. Look at that. Look at the camera. Ooh, look at it. Yeah. Say hi. You want to say hi? No? Okay. How about this? Do you want to go out? I'll bring you out because I actually have to finish this keyboard. Okay? Alright. I'll put the cat out and then I'm gonna come right back because I think it wants out and or cuddles. And I can't afford cuddles right now, so it goes out. Unfortunately. And let me bring the other IM out. Okay. Alright. Alright, XP. Say bye to the cat. But yeah, remote code execution. When I get back. Alright. Okay, that was a quick one. But yes, I haven't played Apex specifically because of the hack and the potential, and it's not even guaranteed because the hacker publicly states that it is an RCE. However, it's not necessarily an RCE because I realized, or people can lie, like years ago. I mean, well, I'm one of them, but still, I'm just saying that so many people can lie that there is an RCE, and he's just claiming it, and just because they have the same name as the person who did the hack, or has publicly did the hack. So it's like one of those things where I don't want to risk it. So I uninstalled the game completely just in case it actually was an RCE. But it looks like there has been no incident since then, so it should be fine. However, the developers haven't really spoke up whether they fix it or not, because they've only done 2 updates, right? And those 2 updates, sure, it's fine. They've done updates, and the first update was just like to address the issue, and the second update was increased security patches. and then they never mention it again. Like, I would join in at the third mention of like, yep, third security update. I would have joined in. I would have been like, oh, finally, something to say addressing security concerns. I'm like, okay. Because even if they just said addressing security concerns, I would have just like, okay, it's probably fixed, is what I would have thought. But even the hackers saying, oh, by the way, yeah, it's totally fixed, it's fine, and he did it for fun, or they did it for fun, whatever it may be. But I'm sitting here going, well, is it though? Is it though? Because this guy could just literally be going through a bunch of computers trying to figure out which is a decent thing to, you know, pretty much attack, right? So I didn't want to do that. Okay, there you go. Here's the board. Give me that. Back in. Okay. Put this to the side. All right. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I didn't play Apex because of that specifically. Like, I don't want to play Apex specifically because of that. So until those concerns are, you know, for the most part fixed, and it seems like it is, the hackers making it seem like it is, but if the hacker is the one that's making it seem like it is and not the company itself, it seems doubtful that that is the case. I feel like it's still out there, and it's not as bad as it is, but it's probably not that great. So I don't know. Like, why are we trusting the hacker itself? You stop playing because a homie you played with is a little too toxic. Oh yeah. No, we've all had those types of players. I play ranked for fun, and I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, ranked. Oh, you gotta try hard. Oh, you gotta do better. I'm like, dude, I'm playing this game for fun. I play ranked because every time I play non-ranked, people don't even try and they leave immediately after they get shot. I was like, dude, they get shot and then they get down and then they leave the game. In ranked, no one does that, right? In unranked, so many people do it to the point that it makes the game feel horrible in comparison to if you just played the game. Because I know in certain games there's no revive. In Apex a revive is possible. I'm saying like, yo, you got down and now you're leaving, and you get a lot of people that play quote unquote what is a wraith. And these are the guys that try so hard to leave the team, quite intentionally, leave the team and play on their own and get down in 5 seconds and then just quit the game. It was annoying. That's why I swapped to playing ranked, and that issue went away. Because none of the players believe that they are so good that they'll beat teams of the same rank as them. Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't really had that many toxic stories when playing with friends. Any reason specifically they were getting issues, or any reason they were being toxic? Was it because you weren't playing too good, or was it because there was a better strategy to do a certain thing and they just expected you to kind of know it? Because I know there are a lot of people that are like that, and unfortunately, like, oh, how did you not know this strat? It's such a simple strat. Meanwhile, it's just a strat for people who've had hours upon hours upon hours in the game. And with Apex, I have 3,000. I don't expect a lot of people to match the experience of a person who's been playing for 3,000 hours when they've been playing every other game. I know a bunch of my friends play CS or Counter-Strike, and I find that they actually stop shooting after a certain amount of time because they imagine that that other person would be dead and they're better off saving their bullets. However, in Apex, you have to finish your entire mag for most guns if you have no attachments to even down a person. So it's one of those things where it's such a shift in mentality on how you're doing things that it makes sense that they don't know or it doesn't feel right. Because imagine you shoot someone in the head after playing CS and they don't just drop. It's like playing pistol rounds every round and every fight. That's why it feels different to them. And they're using an automatic machine gun, right? So it feels wrong going from one game to the other. And I don't blame them for it. Especially if that's all they've been playing for the longest time. So it's gonna feel bad. So I shot him in the head. How is he not dead? There's one gun that does that, and it's the Kraber. There's no other gun. So yeah. I mean, there are... Right now, Kraber doesn't down... specifically, the Kraber doesn't down people with purple helmet and purple shields. But if you have anything lower than that, you still get downed. Which is why it's a little less toxic. And I think they've changed the meta of the game so that when you... What's it called? Oh, hello Thean, how are you? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we're talking about FPS games and how they've changed the meta in Apex Legends at the moment. While I'm doing a bunch of things for the keyboard. Because we got into a talk about competitive Mario Kart, and then we're going to Apex, you know. Oh, awesome. Thanks for following, Thean. Thank you. Yeah. But, yeah, it's one of those things where... What was I talking about? God damn it. Why? How about your keyboard spec? Oh, right now we just finished lubing the Zealios 62g as per the title. And I'm just reinstalling it onto this plate. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because the Mark 65 is a, a plate mount and the PCB floats. And since it's hot swap, I can do this. And then line it up. That way I can make it float in the board. So it's a lot easier to do it this way than it is any other way. And I know I'm touching the PCB, but this way is a little better. Yeah. So yeah. And my version, or at least my configuration for this, for the Mark 65 is split spacebar, split left shift, and split backspace. Okay. There we go. Start pushing these in. Hopefully, it's fine. I think this is where I would normally have a what is called the plate fork to make sure that the spacing is right in between, while making sure the board is still raised. But normally I just hold the PCB for a little bit while pushing down on the switch. So it works out fine in general, as long as you have most of the switches in there. Because if you don't have most of the switches in there, it ends up getting slanted. Like over here. So that just got inserted. Make sure that is flat. But yeah, that is what it is. It's a Mark 65 lubed. I didn't put any foam or anything, and it's a full polycarbonate build, by the way, for the Mark 65, as you can see here. The one thing I don't like about it is the stickers or the feet on it. Do I like cherry switches? I mean, I do like cherry switches, but it depends on the cherry switches. Normally, browns would be, I know it's not very tactile, the browns, but if I was to pick, it would either be the browns or the silent blacks. Okay. So those are my preferences, and I prefer silent keyboards because I used to use them in work a lot, and nowadays I don't really bring keyboards to work, so that's less of an issue. I almost bent a pin there. There we go. There. Yeah, I'm in a match right now. If I answer your question from earlier, yeah. Oh, you were in a match, right? I forgot you were actually in the middle of Siege there, Fuji. Oh yeah. Busy gets a little too intense. Oh no! That's probably why. Like, he's just trying to win at all costs. in a relatively, how do you say, non-competitive time, and you're just looking to hang out and he's looking to win, I think. Yeah, super high expectations. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've had teammates like that in, I believe, badminton, and they're like, yeah, let's win at every cost, take those dives if you have to, and if you don't dive, what's wrong with you? You have to catch it. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm just here to play, buddy. Like, I'm not here to I'm not here to play competitive badminton. I was here to play badminton in general. Yeah. Like, you usually need a few extra games to warm up when you play with them. Yeah, just make sure that you're on point during those times. Yeah, no, I've hit that as well. Yeah, but it was badminton. Yeah, quite a different thing. Hey, at the very least, you have a way to... Yeah. No, I find that talking to a bunch of people, for them, it's like 5-6 games. A while. Yeah, normally, for me, warm-ups in general is just do it for about... I do one game, and then I just jump into ranked. Because I do one, like, non-ranked game, for the lack of a better term, like freestyle mode type game, and then I get into it. But sometimes I don't feel good that day, but I keep playing anyways. Yeah. Like, you can clutch, but usually when I play with them, you have to use operators that don't necessarily require gunplay, or fall back on familiar operators. Yeah. That is... Oh, I forgot that I did that. That is the thing. Like, for example, me, like, whenever I play ranked in most game modes, I just normally play with the legends and or things that I normally don't... that normally I do play. But when I'm in the non-ranked versions, I just go, okay, you know, I'll just play this guy, because I've never tried this guy. He's fun. Yeah, he's fun. And that's when it gets into problems where you're like, why don't you do this instead? I'm like, okay. And even with Apex, right? Back in the day, I had... How does that work? I have 4 switches that are unlubed. Yeah. I'm missing a single switch. Oh no. Oh, I had 5. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. I can't tell. Oh my god. That's definitely unlooped. Oh, that's looped. That's it. Okay, I was freaking out there for a little bit because I was wondering, because I mixed one of the unlubed ones with the lubed ones, and like, oh my god, that freaked me out. Holy Jesus. Okay, because normally I leave the arrow keys unlubed. That way there's a slight comparison that I can do at the end. It's not the best comparison just because I don't have an entire keyboard of unlubed versus lubed. But yeah, it's... There you go. Those make sense. Those make sense. Yep. Okay, and then we have this. And then, okay, we're good. All right. And we might not be as good as we thought we are. The heck? Okay. Good. All right, so hopefully we have it all seated properly. Looks like it's seated properly. Looking at it. Yep, you good. We good. Alright, we're good. They're all level, so we should be good. Now we just have to put this back into its case. Alright, so this goes this way for the most part. The most annoying part of this case that I do have to line it up here. Wait, I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Alright, there we go. I have to line it up here. And then I have to line it up so that the USB, as you can see the USB port, I have to line it up because sometimes the USB port isn't, or push it up forward because the USB port normally doesn't hang as far as I want it to. So it's just like, I think they figured out that's an issue because this is in two separate pieces. Because now you can arrange this, screw it in first, okay, after arranging it. Right, so making sure that's good. And by the way, this is bent. Like this is curved. It is curved. Like this is the straight version. This is curved. This is straight. So yeah, it is curved. Oh my god, let me just... That's why I don't really like this board in terms of taking it apart and putting it back. It's the only reason I don't like it. But other than that, I do love the innovation that they actually split a lot of the keys despite being hot swap. And I did wish that I can use, and I think Zoom 75. I wish that there was a 75% version because I can just put certain keys in the section for. Okay, there we go. I can put certain keys in the F row because I don't use the F row that much, and I'm used to 65%, which allows me to use a screwdriver that I definitely had 10 seconds ago because this is the cap for said screwdriver. So where's the screwdriver? Oh, I'm blind. It's right there. Because I can use the 75% without worrying that I'm gonna hit the function key, because I can function into the F row, which is I'm much more used to coming from 75, and then I can use the F row as actually stream macro keys, which is much better, honestly, than just the regular version. So once I'm able to, at one point I might get something like the Neo 75 or the Zoom 75. I think the Zoom 75 is a much better version, to be honest, than the Neo, just because of the blocky look versus the Neo. I don't know, I think the Neo is actually blockier. It's just the feel I'm getting from the Zoom 75 isn't as soft as the Neos. That's the difference. Yeah. So yeah, I'm almost done. I'm blind. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Normally I stream for 2. It's 3.5 hours to be specific. I normally just stream for 2. So I am out of my depth here, roughly speaking. Oh no. It's a little tilted that way. I need to loosen this. Maybe I'll just do this. You know, it's tilted a little too much this way. Gotta start off with a 2-hour limit. Oh my god. No, that's why I started off. I normally do that. It's just, I realize with the lubing streams, I keep going mostly because I'm not done yet. Like, as you can see, I'm just now putting the keyboard together, right? Yeah. So my brain is partially gone. Luckily, I don't have work tomorrow, so it's like, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. Not the worst thing, not the best thing, but it is a thing. Okay. And the USB is, relatively speaking, centered, so, you know, it's not the worst thing. Alright, now I can just do this and start screwing things in, and then I can do the star pattern in a bit. Yeah. Then you end up streaming for 5 hours. Okay. The longest stream I have done is actually 7 hours long. 7.5 hours to be specific. And the reason why, I was min-maxing a keyboard for the first time, but instead of just min-maxing a bare PCB, what I had to do was remove switches off of an old keyboard after disassembling it. So I had to disassemble the keyboard. So basically I have to take off the keycaps, disassemble the keyboard, desolder the switches off of the keyboard, solder on min-max switches, and then rebuild the keyboard and hope to God that I didn't screw something up before putting the switches in. Because I was like, okay, it's been too long. I have to just put the switches in, and if anything's broken, I'm just gonna, what's it called? I'm just gonna desolder or undo the entire keyboard, and put it back together. And that's what I did. And it took me 7 hours to do. So yeah, the longest stream I've done, 7 hours, me losing my mind as I try to stuff this keyboard with mil-maxes. And I was like, it's my first time mil-maxing too. It took me 6 hours. I've never mil-maxed before. Like, mind you, I went to school for aircraft maintenance and I know how to solder things, right? But the mil-maxes, oh my god. And oh geez, give me 1 sec. A thing just happened. Okay, so if you heard static, that is my fan telling me it is now 11 o'clock. Get ready for bed. Get ready to rest. Oh. Yeah, I'm not resting anytime soon. That's the problem. You know what the sad part is? I actually normally sleep at around 3 o'clock in the morning. Purely because I can't sleep any earlier. Back in the day when I was just like, alright, I'm gonna sleep, and then I had horrible sleep. Now that I sleep at 3 in the morning every day, I have better sleep than I've had in my life. Here's the weirdest thing. Like, just going from sleeping or trying to sleep at 12 to trying to sleep at, what's it called? Trying to sleep at a different time to, or earlier time, to sleeping at a later time and getting less sleep is much better. Like, I don't know how that works, but it is weird how getting less sleep but sleeping at a specific time every day works. And at one point I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. The latest I can wake up is 6:30 in the morning because I have to go to work. And I have better sleep regardless because I'm sleeping at a time that my body expects me to go to sleep versus the other way around. There's a podcast called the Humorman Lab podcast that they explain that yes, you have to have a lot of sleep, consistent sleep, and not just by consistent sleep. Sorry, brain. By consistent sleep, they mean if you go to sleep, you are going to sleep roughly within an hour, give or take, from when you're normally going to sleep. So if you fall asleep at 7 in the morning every day is better than going to sleep at 7, 8, 10, you know, like random, seemingly random times of the day. So you're better off doing that, where you sleep at specific times and going the 24 hours of no sleep than you are not going, you know, like going to sleep at the wrong time after 2 hours. Like, mind you, you can take a nap, but apparently naps are maximum 1 hour. So when you nap, you do not gain any more out of a sleep if you go for less, for more than an hour, and then it changes at the 5-hour mark. So in other words, if you think, oh, I'm gonna get 2 hours of sleep, you might as well just go for the 1 hour sleep, because the difference between 1 hour and 5 hours, you know, 1 hour and 2 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours, not much. Like, it depends on the person, but apparently it doesn't change much. But if you have to, do it for an hour and you'll be better off if you have to nap. They prefer you don't nap. Ooh, we're sounding good already. We're sounding good already. We're good. You're sounding good already. Okay, up, down, and delete. There we go. So yeah, it is the weirdest thing regarding sleep. Sleep is just one of the few things where you can go ham and you get zero change, right? But damn. What the heck? I like this way better. Why didn't I lube this sooner? it's slightly creamier sound, but it's not too creamy that it takes away from it. Because I know a lot of people, I think if you are into the higher pitch soundboards, you might go for the Zeals. At least in their unlubed state, they don't have too much ping in them that they're detrimental, but this is still high pitched. I do like it. I like it. It's nice. Okay. Alright. I hope that this is fine. Let me unplug that guy. This guy in. I know I have a thing over there. I just... This is a much nicer keyboard, cable for stream, just because it's not in the way. Yeah. Okay. Alright, time to do itty bitty sound test. So just to confirm, look, the difference in sound. Unlooped. Looped. Unlooped. Lube. There's a difference in sound, and it is noticeable. And I like the deeper sound better, personally. I know a lot of people like... Okay, let me work in the lube a little bit. Oh, jeez. Maybe we don't do that while we have the stream. Oh my god. I was about to randomly hit shortcuts. That felt weird. Right. I'm using that. Okay. Yeah, it'll take a couple days to settle down. Because I know with a lot of surfaces, because you deal with this even in automotive industries, or things that deal with engines, rotary, and whatnot, there is something that is called surface mating. So basically, any two surfaces that rub against each other will become smoother over time because the ridges will start to match each other. That way, when you go through, it doesn't feel like you're bumping through things. And these are like microscopic, basically microscopic. So if you're just typing a bunch of stuff, you will end up mating the two surfaces. So if you are looking for like broken in switches, do not open them up and swap them because they will effectively not be broken in. Yeah. Or they'll be less broken in because like you're trying to mate two different surfaces, and I guess because it's already made it to a different surface, it's not going to be too far, but at the same time, you're just looking at wear and tear over time. Okay. Let us look at this quote from Monkey... Oh, okay. Oops, there we go. This quote from Monkey Type, all right, as you can see here. I can't wait. And we'll give this a go. So this is, again, this is the Mark 65, no actual mods done to it, with the Zealios 62g. However, it is now lubed. Alright, so let's give this a go. Hopefully I go over 75 words per minute. Normally I don't, but we'll see if we do this time. It actually pisses me off that a friend of mine who literally doesn't do this often is at 90 words per minute after typing for about a week. I hate them. I've been trying for years. I'm still at 70. And sometimes I don't even hit it. Alright. Here we go. Hey, we got over the 78 words. Okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, I could have gotten 79. 77.7. All right, all right. Well, I did decent for a little bit, and then I started making mistakes. No. All right. Looks like the lowest was 48 at the time. And let us talk about this quote. All right, source is father and son. I don't know what it is. And it goes, "It's not time to make a change. Just sit down and take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I'm old, but I am happy." I'm happy, not I am happy. But yeah, it's not time to make a change. Just sit down and take it slowly. I think this is a little outdated. But basically, it's not time to make a change, or basically, it's not time to change the world. Because a lot of, at least these days, right? There's this conception when you're looking at the greats, you have, when you're looking at sports, you're looking at the top of the top. When you are looking at even YouTube, right? You're looking at the top of the top. You're looking at people who have been there for quite a while. They've been grinding. They've been doing these things. They've been changing things in the world. They've changed the perception of the world too. But in here, they're saying it's not time to make a change. Basically, you're still getting experience. Just sit down and take it slowly. Enjoy the time that you are in right now. Don't worry about the future so much, and sit down and enjoy the moment. I think there was a quote, I don't remember the quote specifically. Remember to sit down and enjoy your coffee. Because everyone is going through their life. They're like, oh my god, gotta get the coffee, gotta get to work. Just slow down, drink your coffee, enjoy your day until you have to get to work. Until then, just enjoy your coffee. You're still young. The day is still young, at least in my example. That's your fault. I guess that's your fault. It doesn't mean that's why you suck. It's more like that's why you should be doing that. That's why that is your fault. That is the thing that is wrong. You are young, so you feel like you have to make a change, but you just have to wait, go through the experiences, go through the things, just go through the grind, gain those things that you have to do. All right. There's so much you have to go through. Yes, exactly. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. Again, slightly outdated. Find a partner, settle down. Okay, not that it's outdated. It's just like this is father and son. Like this is the expected thing for back in the day. Makes sense. These days, get a partner, settle down. If you want, you can marry. This is what I like. This is the one that's not out. If you want, you can marry. Right? So find a girl, settle down. Find a partner that you can rely on, be with, and realize that you don't have to be. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I'm old, but I'm happy. Yes. Old doesn't mean you're crippled and you can't do anything. But as long as you live a life that you feel is fulfilling to you, then that's great. If you don't find your life fulfilling, think about it and look at yourself and think, why do I not feel fulfilled? And second of all, what can I do to make my life feel fulfilling? And you don't have to achieve it instantly, because achieving it instantly means it's just a short-term goal that would probably not actually be fulfilling to you. But if it's a long-term goal, chances are it is going to be fulfilling. So take your time, enjoy the coffee, keep on going. All right, we'll do one more. Next test. All right, and go up there. That way you guys can see it. I'll pause this. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. All right. Here we go. Again, this is the Mark 60. This is the Mark 65 with Zealios 62g switches that is lubed just recently. We've actually gone through one typing test, so it should be a little bit more broken in, but not quite. So here it goes. Ooh, the Poet X. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'm talking about the keyboard a little bit here before we get into the actual code here. But yeah, that actually felt nice. Other than this being a little wonky. But that felt nice. It was a little bit scratchy. I think it does need to break in a little bit. And that's literally just me opening it up. It doesn't feel that much smoother than previously, but it does change the sound. I do like the sound a little bit. And if I was to remove this, I know there isn't any mods here, like, as you can hear. You can hear the scratchiness a little bit. I can bring down the mic a little bit more to make it a little fair. Yeah. And here are the rest of the mods. I screwed up somewhere, huh? I have to loop that again. That's fine. Oh, that's Radley. I have to reloop these, huh? I've been opening this up and closing it. That's fine. Maybe I need long pole stabilizers? Oh, that sounds silent. But yeah, it's not the best because of my really bad stabilizer job. But I can fix that real quick, actually. Maybe. We'll find out if I can fix it. I mean, it's not rattling. Was that actually the switch? No, can't be. Yeah, it sounds weird. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I overlooped it. That changed. Literally, I went back. Okay, if I hit it straight on, it just gets worse the more I hit it. Like, what the heck? Okay, well, it's fine. I'm not gonna fix it. I think it's overlubed. I might have to redo the stabs after. Get a game with the girl. Best of luck with the rest of the stream, dude. Yeah, thanks, Fuji. You good? Alright, good luck with your girl, I guess. Or your game. Your game, not your girl. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about this quote before I go crazy. God damn it. Maybe the only thing that has to make sense about being somebody's friend is that you help them be their best self on any given day. That you give them a home when they don't want to be in their own. Okay. Oh, jeez. What did I do? Okay. Maybe the only thing that has to make sense about being somebody's friend is that you help them be their best self on any given day. Yeah, sometimes I think that's rivals. Some days I think it's rivals. Some days I think it's, the ability to be a friend. I guess sometimes that's what being a friend is. You tell, hey, you could have done this better. But that just sounds like an Asian parent to me at this point. Normally, I would say friends are there to, I guess, point out your flaws. Sometimes to be a friend, you kind of just have to point out someone's flaws and say, hey, by the way, I know you meant well, but I think you screwed up. I think you didn't quite do what you set out to do. I think that's the difference, right? It's not that, you're, doing something bad in general. It's just what you're doing has the opposite intended effect. So that is possibly the case there, right? Okay. Alright, that you give them a home when they don't want to be in their own. Honestly, I've actually had friends that felt the need to do this, and even recently I've met someone where literally their landlord locks them out and they always have to half the time they have to rely on a friend, because that it's the weirdest thing where it's like, damn, I don't understand. But the fact that you even have friends that are okay with you sleeping on their couch, like to me, I feel like it's not even a big thing. I think it's just, hey, by the way, like if you feel uncomfortable and you want to just get out of the place that where you feel stuck in, because sometimes a person's home is some place that they have to be, but they don't wish to be. Because I've had friends straight up where their parents in their own home are horrible. And sometimes if they're not horrible because they want to be, they're horrible because for the type of person they are. It's just a mismatch. The expectations of the parent versus the child, being the child, aka them, my friend, is completely different than what they believe it should be. And then there are times where literally some people just feel very lonely at home. There's no one there. They wish they were with someone, and sometimes you just want to be with a friend, just like hang out, just do something, right? Feel like you're part of a community. And I unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. I'm introverted, that I'm like, I could sit there until someone says, hey, by the way, you want to hang out? And I go, wait, what? Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. I can do that, yeah. I was telling Tessu previously, yeah, man, like, yeah, I just, if the team lead says, hey, you want to do this thing? I was like, yeah, hey, I'll do that. I'll just do it. I don't care. I'll just do it. But okay. Alright, that should be it for the stream. We did the sound tests. We also did a couple quotes at the end there. And it has been a long day, unfortunately for me. Yeah, I think I was sick yesterday, and I still feel a little unwell. So exercising isn't the best, despite me wanting to broaden my muscles on the shoulders specifically. But yeah, it is one of those things. So I will see you guys next time. It will be, as usual, next week for the keyboard streams. Tomorrow we'll be doing Mario Kart 8, trying to beat the staff ghost in time trials without mushrooms. Much harder than you think, especially if you don't know the shortcuts, like Tessa was saying. It was crazy. And then it'll be Cadence of Hyrule. I have decided to use Cadence of Hyrule instead of Metroid Dread to play. So Cadence of Hyrule will be on the Wednesday, so that will be my indie backlog. Because normally, I think I'm gonna save the Tuesdays, because eventually I'm gonna stop playing Mario Kart, simply because obviously I'm gonna beat all the ghosts, right? So I can't just keep doing all the ghosts. So again and again, and just making my time better. And I think I'll do it Nintendo Tuesdays, effectively speaking, and then go on from there. But effectively, it would be tomorrow Mario Kart, and Wednesday Cadence of Hyrule, and then next week again Monday will be more keyboard streams. And maybe by then I'll actually get my friend to give me his keyboard so I can actually do the job he told me he wanted to be done. So we'll do that. All right, anyways, have a nice one, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.